let's start with breathing exercises. Ready? Hyperventilate.
We're fucking live!
Fuck yeah.
Sick.
Obviously, we have some guests in the studio today. All right, pause it there and let me set the mics up now. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. We had to do a little moving around. Let's get right to the announcements. Big announcement, one near and dear to my heart. Sometime this week is Brian's birthday. Everybody say happy birthday. So
Happy birthday.
if you want to say thank you, Brian actually has a habit of collecting dead rats.
Yep.
So yeah, if you want to say thank you, just send us a message and we'll get the dead rats to him. He keeps them in a big plastic tote. So, yeah.
I like playing with them.
That's
Do you
pretty
want to
brutal.
send him in the mail?
Well, we can't give out his address. Just shoot me a message and announcements, local shows. I only got one. It's the end of the month, May 29th, Grand Royale, DAIKAIJU, Lowdown Weasel, and Ugly Cowboys. If you want to be on the show, hit us up. If you want us to put your show out, send us a flyer or a message or a fucking carrier pigeon, whatever. We'll put it out. More music is better. That's
Just
what
make sure to fucking send it.
Send it, yeah. You gotta send it. Otherwise, sometimes I miss it, dude. Facebook, the internet is a strange place. Sometimes you miss things. Sometimes you find things that you don't want.
Like people waffle stomping.
Precisely.
Exactly that.
We're going on adventures.
Oh, yeah?
And that's it
I've
for
been
announcements, pretty much. Guys,
Unless they have some announcements. Let's
you got any
introduce.
announcements? Let's tell everybody who you are first, and then...
Well, we are My Pet Snail, lost in Italy. Well, I think the only announcement would be we have a single coming soon. We can't give you an exact date, but it's soon.
Hell yeah.
And if you want to be in a music video, hit us up.
Yes.
I do.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah, you
Is
got
it
it.
waffle stomping?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to be waffle
Dude, I'll
stomping, we
stomp
got
the
you.
shit out of
That's
some
added
shit,
to the
dude.
shot
You got to
list.
be willing to get wet.
Everybody else will be moshing in a skate park, and you'll just be
Covered in shit.
Stomping in the skate park
Really
bathroom.
twisting it down the drain, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you'll be standing in the pool doing it in that drain.
My pet snail lost in Italy. All right, tell us your names.
Well, I'm CJ. I'm the vocalist.
Hi, CJ.
Hi,
I'm
CJ.
Isaac. I play guitar.
Hi, Isaac.
I'm Ryan. I play drums.
Hi,
Oh, yeah.
Ryan.
But you all play guitar.
Yeah, we do.
In a way.
Look at that. Hell yeah. Well, we're really excited to have you guys in the studio. Thanks for giving us your time. And yeah, it's going to be a fun episode.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah,
Thank you.
It's going to be sick. We have sworn fealty to an individual that we need to call. His name is King Bobby, and he's a guitarist for a little band in Wichita called Entropic. He also knows an assload about music. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to call the king.
Whoop, whoop.
Hello?
What's going on?
Nothing, dude. What's up?
Hanging out with my pet Snail lost in Italy.
Nice.
Hell
What's up,
yeah.
dudes?
What's up?
What's
Crapping in.
Fucking watching the cold front move in. We're about to get some weather.
Yeah, we're kind of worried about it here. If the power goes out, we're going to have a fucking issue, but...
Power goes out, we're getting blasted drunk.
We're going to start shooting Transformers outside with guns until OG&E shows up. Starts fixing that shit.
Sick.
Fuck yeah.
What do you got for us today, Bob?
Dude, so first I've been on a fucking electric wizard kick.
Hell yeah.
So we're putting fucking Dope Throne on the list.
Dope Throne.
I think it's essential. It needs to be on there.
Hell yeah.
So I guess executive order. Very nice.
Executive order. I like that.
Signed and sealed, word from the king.
Yeet. Dude, but so one I'm more stoked about though. Unmerciful released an album. Damn it, what's it called? I had it pulled up here. I think it's Devouring Darkness. Good old fucking brutal death metal band from Topeka.
Oh? Topeka,
Oh, yeah.
Kansas. Devouring Darkness,
Yes, sir.
you said?
Yeah, that's the name of the album, but the band is Unmerciful, and they're fucking sick, man.
Sick as shit, sick as shit.
Oh, they've been around for a little bit.
Oh yeah,
The album name is dope too.
Been around for a while.
fucking. It'll definitely get the old blood pumping. That's for goddamn sure.
Hell yeah, dude. Fuck Viagra. Listen to this shit.
Goddamn right.
Wow.
You want to get bricked up?
Dude.
Listen to Unmerciful's new album.
Yeah.
Doctor's
Dude, but
orders.
speaking of Topeka, though, Confined in Flesh is about to drop their new EP.
Oh, yeah?
I saw earlier that they said they were uploading it, so
Ooh.
whenever that's done, we'll get some new Confined in Flesh. I'm pretty stoked for it.
Hell yeah. Exciting, exciting. We
Yes,
got any
sir.
announcements or anything, Bob?
Do what?
You got any announcements or anything?
No.
Hell yeah.
Pretty boring right now. We're just sitting here. Me and Blake are sitting here working on our fucking technique, trying to write some music.
Doing
yeah?
some guitar practicing, you might say.
Well, look at that.
Would you fucking look at that?
Can you
Yeah,
believe it?
keep practicing. Everybody practice. More practice.
More practice.
What's practice?
You were just born this way, CJ? I was pretty much born a badass.
Even works at
Hell
home
yeah.
society.
Sick.
But yeah,
All right.
listen to the singles. I'm Tropic, Florida Man, Iconoclast. Hit us up on Facebook. We'll book it.
Yes, sir.
Billy Mays kicking here. Back from the fucking dead.
All right, King Bobby. We'll catch you on the next one.
Later,
buddy.
boys.
See you in a week.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was King Bobby. He has a playlist. It is 50 hours long now, probably.
It's a fucking lot.
There's a lot of gems in there. A lot of good music. A lot of, some of the big-time bands mixed in with some of the not so big time. Maybe something you haven't heard before. Maybe something strange, like something from Korea. You never know. Bobby's Tip. Public playlist on Spotify.
It's a good one, man.
BOBBYSTIP. Updates every week.
It's a really juicy tip.
It's a big, fat, purple tip.
It's a good tip to take.
Hell yeah.
Why the fuck is Turbo up on the fucking screen?
You guys are the snails, dude.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man.
Well, now it's time for the interview portion. We're going to start off with a little softball question, the normal ones. How often do you masturbate?
Every day. Just kidding. You
Getting
can't get
close
that
to.
prostate cancer stuff, you know? Just
Keep that muscle strong.
I agree. You gotta exercise that shit. Practice.
I beat skin, man.
you got to keep that stamina, I guess.
I watch him
Skin
sometimes.
beats
All right.
my motion.
Let's go
He
for
said he beats skin. I watch him sometimes.
All right. Well, that's part of the band I did not
Sometimes
know.
I'll play
about.
guitar with it.
Well, yeah, because I'm always
All right,
looking. I'm
man.
always looking at your ass
guys
while
do
it's
you.
happening.
I'll be in the other room practicing my screams.
Sounds hot. Here's another softball question. What did you guys eat for lunch?
I didn't.
I also did not.
Pancakes.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, dude. That's pancakes on a Sunday, my dude.
All right, enough of the bullshit. All right. Enough.
It comes more.
Where'd the name come from?
So I was at work, and I was getting ready to get off, and I usually just come up with random bits all the time.
I feel you.
And I came up with one that did not make sense at all, but it was still kind of funny. And it was, I lost my pet snail in Italy walking across the Empire State Building. It was such a tragedy when the giant peach hit him. And then we just turned that bit into my pet snail lost in Italy.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, dude. That would have been a long
we
ass
were like-
name, dude. I would have just been like, what band is
Pretty
this?
much it, man.
What band is this? I'd be like, Paragraph, I think. Solid conclusion. Well, hell yeah.
Like, that's my next band name. Fuck it.
Solid conclusion. You can have it. I only require 10% of all profits. Well, hell yeah. So you guys, how long has the Snail project been going on? Because I've seen some of you before.
So officially, it's been roughly 3 months, but we've been jamming, like the three of us, for a while, a
Yeah.
couple years.
Yeah.
The formation, March 7th, would have been, I believe.
You're about
Yeah,
spot on, like March 6th, March 7th.
Yeah, because me and Ryan got together to jam at the studio that we were recording at with Tommy and Alec.
Yeah. That day.
And we went to jam, and we basically had to write a brand new set because we'd been playing music for a while, and we just left our other band, and we were supposed to play that show. And so we jammed out that set about, was it 6 songs at the time?
Yeah, we played for like an hour and a half.
Yeah. And CJ wasn't with us. He was still working. And we went to that show that night and fucking jammed out a set. I think we jammed out like 2 more songs on stage.
Yeah, 2 more jams that we didn't even have.
And
God damn.
Just freeballed it.
You just did it.
That's really cool.
That's fucking sick.
For me, that whole set was pretty much just free ball on it. I didn't know what I was walking into for like 90% of it.
That's
Was
sick.
it exciting though?
Oh, it was 100%
it was a blast.
exciting.
But did you
yeah.
die?
it was honestly one of the best
But I got
sets that
better.
we played so
See?
far.
Wow, that's fucking impressive though. So 3 months. 3 months pretty much. This little project cooking up. You guys sound real good. I got to see you guys last night. It was fun. House shows are fun.
They are.
If you've never been to a house show, you should go. And if you do go, you can bring your own booze. Be prepared.
That was my first one playing indoors. I've played in like a garage, not the best scenario.
I went to a garage show here. It was a while ago.
I think we played it. I think we might have played.
I don't know
that
what I'm
one.
supposed
Was it
to say and
raining?
what's not supposed to say about your former
Oh,
project.
we're good to talk about whatever history. You know,
Cool.
Is what it is.
we all as individuals have experienced that, and so it's not really something that we want to forget about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my, like with that project, it was Teneverum. It was my first time playing a show, like an actual show. So
Yeah.
still holds a special place
Yeah.
in certain ways. So yeah.
It's the closest and hardest I had ever been with any other band, really.
Nice.
Like, we were really tight. And so here's the evolution
Yeah.
from where that was.
What happened? If you don't mind me asking.
things just weren't really working out anymore. It just felt like there was a lot of tension that had been building up for a long time, and we had only had 6 songs after 3 years, and it felt like it wasn't really getting pushed anywhere when the rest of us were kind of pushing to write new material. So we all just were jamming on the side and had new material building up, and whenever things kind of just hit the final point where we just felt like it would have been too much.
Yeah. Hey, man. Sometimes you gotta say goodbye.
So all 3 of you guys were in that same band?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Prior to this? Gotcha.
Pretty much doing the same things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Playing drums. He was on vocals, and I was playing guitar.
Neato. Yeah, so you guys have been playing for quite a while together then.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, and the 3 of us just kind of had our differences with the other guy, and so we just parted ways peacefully. Just like, we're just going to do this thing.
Yeah.
That's the best way to do it, too. You know?
Nothing wrong with that.
Didn't announce it or anything. We were just like, that's it.
Well, it's announced now.
And when
it
we
is,
did
yeah.
say goodbye, it was all hugs and vibes.
Yeah.
That's kind of our rule, man. Hugs and vibes, no matter what. It's always
It's a lot
how it
better
ends
than
and starts.
domestic abuse.
No,
If you're in a relationship right now and you're being abused,
I apologize
You
for
got-
laughing.
you gotta
That
walk-
was just kinda out of
you gotta
left
walk.
field.
Right? You hate them that much. Just like,
bounce.
yeah.
I'm kind of catching that's the vibe, that it's pretty much everything's going to come out of left field, so I'm going to throw curveballs.
I'm looking for one
ahead,
out of right field next time.
I don't throw straight, yard.
He hasn't been straight in years.
Well, it's good that, it's good that you guys are here now, Sometimes evolution can be a painful process.
Right. And then it seemed like the sound that we were writing to as well wouldn't have really necessarily fit that sound as well. Started moving to a little bit more melodic. We still have the heavy smashers and whatnot, but it's have a lot more melodic influences.
Yeah, we had come up with this riff, and at the time it was we were jamming at Ryan's place, and it was me, Ryan, and John, previously of Tenebrarum, and we played what is now Ghost of You, and that kind of sparked the evolution into the sound that we are today, which is, like he said, but early 2000s MySpace kind of melodic hardcore.
MySpace. That's a great way to put it. That's a great adjective for that. I like that.
Forum days.
There's always something that I'm always very happy to notice when bands come in here. And I'm getting to the point where I can pretty much tell that there's a difference between a group of great musicians that are playing together and a group of great musicians that have been playing together for some time. There's even if the group with lesser time is like on time, on the click, got it all worked out, there's some sort of ethereal feeling that you get when you see, like a pair of guitarists that have been playing together for 9 years play together. I don't know what it is, because it's not like anybody's off time, but there's something there, you know what I mean? So I'm starting to be able to recognize it more and more. And, congratulations for sticking together. It's a huge advantage.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
It's always hard to have a group of artists, because everything's so opinionated on what's good and what's bad, what's heavy, what's not, what's this and what's that. And that kind of leads me to my next question that I ask every band. What makes a riff or a song heavy?
If it makes you laugh.
It makes you laugh?
Oh, interesting.
100%.
Really?
If it makes you laugh.
Yeah, no, that's pretty accurate, because if you have those moments in a song where you're really feeling it, and say it's your first time listening to it or your fucking 100th time listening to it, and you just get that real nasty fucking, oh my god,
You're like,
feeling.
whoa, fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
I know the laugh, dude. I know the exact laugh.
I've never heard anybody answer that. That's a perfect way to answer it, though. Because we all do it.
But it's the feeling, though. Like,
even if
the feeling you get from it is what makes it heavy. Like, if that's what you're aiming for.
Yeah.
You know, you want it to be heavy or you want it to be heavy melodic, just break somebody's heart type of heavy. Yeah.
At the end of the day, I think it really comes down to how that impact is really put together in terms of composition and feeling, because we jam out a lot of our stuff. And so as long as we are in pocket and we kind of know where we're going with it, it's heavy.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Is that the normal writing process for you guys? Just jam it out and then
For the most part.
you start freestyling lyrics and
I actually have a bunch that I've been backed up for years.
Okay.
So and new ones that I keep writing. So it's just whatever one fits the vibe of whatever song it is. Like I'll let them jam through a song a couple of times first sometimes. And then I'll like scroll through all of them and be like,
this is it right here, dude.
right. And then if I'm not feeling that one or like a few lines, I'll go and find some from the other stuff.
You ever hit a riff and you're like, oh, dude, I already wrote that.
Oh, yeah.
You're like,
So The Ghost of You is actually one of those, but it wasn't originally called The Ghost of You. It was called The Waves of Blue. And then just switched it up. Yeah.
It still rhymes, so it's still good.
Right.
You know?
I still threw the Waves of Blue line in the song, just as like a little like, hey. But
Little callback, yeah.
Yeah.
How many species of snails can y'all name?
I can name a slug.
I have
Leopard slug.
2 of those leopard slugs in my house, and that's probably why we could name leopard slugs.
if
Tell-
I'm being
tell us
honest,
what you
I
brought
have
us.
no idea, but I can say there's
Oh.
Gary and there's that dude from Turbo and there's
Mr. V.
Nice.
there's our friend Mr. V, Mr. Vagina Face.
Okay.
Tell me what a gastropod is.
A snail.
They already know more than us.
Get it right?
There you go. What else is a
gastropod,
gastropod?
dude.
Is that it though?
If it's anything like a snail, it'd probably be a slug and maybe be something underwater. I'm feeling like an underwater vibe from that word, actually.
Okay, so I
There's
got
lots of underwater creatures.
Like a nautilus? It's not even a snail. It's more of a mollusk.
Crustacean, maybe.
It's a mollusk.
Is it? A nautilus.
It's one of the oldest
like
mollusks,
a,
too. Those
sea
motherfuckers
cucumber?
haven't evolved in a long time.
Maybe a mollusk.
Is a sea
I don't
cucumber?
know. I don't know what a sea cucumber is. What is a sea cucumber?
It's
It's a sponge.
ugly as hell. is what it is,
sponge?
dude. Them shits look crazy.
No, I'm
It
tripping.
jizzes all
It's
over the
in
place.
the-
Have
yeah.
you seen that shit
A filter
underwater?
feeder,
Yeah.
fuck.
It's
I studied
fucking
these
hilarious.
too, fuck.
well,
I
I
was
got
looking.
I got a list of snails from the movie Turbo up here, and I need to know which one of these snails y'all identify with the most.
All right.
I would 100% say either skid mark or smooth move. But White Shadow is 100% a vibe, except for he's just a little bit too weird of a vibe, so it's still got to be smooth move.
That boy looks like he
Skid
casts a
mark.
big shadow, dude.
So you wore
That
born
boy
this
thick.
way. You just fucking picked all the characters, damn near.
I really fuck with Maya Rudolph just as a comedian, so I feel like I'd vibe with that character.
So
I have not
Burn,
seen Turbo.
Name is Burn, okay, and I'm upset at you.
I'm sorry, Burn. All right. The little flaming one.
There you go.
I'm definitely smooth move on the green and purple vibes, man.
There you go.
I'm not going to lie, it's probably skid mark. I'm not going to pick all of them.
Blue guy?
I'm just now noticing that the names are right under the actor names.
Yep.
Skid mark, dude. He looks like a little bit of a wild card there, dude.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Are you unhinged? Hell
yeah.
dude.
That's how the name came up.
So let's take it back even further. There's a point, I feel like, there was a point for me, and most of the other people I talk to, where you hear a song and you're like, fuck, I got to start playing guitar, or I got to start doing vocals, or I want to get into music, or whatever it was. What was that for y'all?
I have one for every single one of those. But I'll let
What's
these
the
two-
first one?
So like, the first one that got me like really into music that I remember like sticking very well was "What's My Age Again" by Blink-182.
Fuck yeah. MySpace, dude.
Yeah.
And then the one that made me want to play guitar, and it was actually the first riff that I learned, was Face Down by the Red Jumpsuit Apparatus, which was another one that I got obsessed with right after.
Do you feel like a man?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a great song.
And then whenever the one that made me want to do music for real was Clocks by Chelsea Grin, because they were like a hometown band from where I'm from, and they were kind of getting bigger at the time. Well, they were already big, but getting bigger. Yeah.
What about you, Mr. Toxic?
So, man, I've been playing music for a while. I've been playing piano since I was 5, but so I've always been around it. But I think the shit that made me want to pick up a guitar and made me want to start singing and screaming and whatnot was definitely My Chemical Romance. I remember being out in my garage when I was like 12, fucking listening to My Chemical Romance and screaming along to it and trying to learn how to actually fucking scream. And I still didn't know at that time, so I was fucking up my voice. But yeah, a couple years after that, I picked up guitar at like 15 and didn't start really fucking playing until I was about 16, and I got that red Squire that I had last night.
Is that the one with the humbucker on the bottom?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, dude, that's your OG guitar?
Yeah, dude, that's the one
mine
that...
right there. That's Squire.
That's the... I forgot his name. Tim Henson or whatever from Polyphia.
That's a Polyphia guitar?
No, it's not a Polyphia guitar, but he said there's guitars... When you start playing, there's a guitar that you pick up that has mojo. He calls it.
Yeah, I remember watching that video. Yeah.
So that's the guitar that had the mojo for me. That's what made me really want to fucking play, is that guitar, really.
Yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Shit, well, you started on a Squire.
Yeah,
I started on a Squire. You too?
Oh, jeez.
I still play on Squire.
I fuck with
I
Squire.
started on an Ibanez.
Hell yeah, dude.
Sick.
Yeah, I was 14.
Geo?
Huh?
Was it an Ibanez Geo?
No, I had an acoustic.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to play drums like back when I was when I was a kid. I was like 3 years old. I'd watch my dad play.
Oh yeah.
And I used to sit behind his kit and just watch. And then when I got old, I was like 14, and like I said, my mom wanted to buy me something to get started in music because that's what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to play drums, and she was like,
Here's a guitar.
well, kind of, sort of, but I mean, it was more like, of course, the neighbor wasn't going to go for it.
Yeah.
And that was already an issue with my behaviors at the time. So I was pretty much a terror in the neighborhood.
Hell yeah.
But so getting a guitar was my option. So I've been playing guitar since I was 14. And but drums I picked up later on. I went and ended up in some lessons. My mom pushed me pretty hard to get back into music at that time.
Yeah.
And she's with somebody who had who has a daughter who was into music lessons and just getting into music theory. So I picked that up for a couple of years. Ended up joining over with Eddie Krim from UCO. He was the music professor. I was taking private lessons with him for a couple years.
Wow.
And then left on from there, started playing drums. Started playing music everywhere.
So do you know what like the circle of fifths is and stuff?
Huh?
Do you know what like a circle of fifths is and stuff?
A circle of fifths?
Yeah. Like music.
Fifths?
A circle
That's
of
like
fifths?
note
No.
arrangement.
It's like music theory and shit.
So
I don't know anything about it really. That's why I'm asking.
So
Asking
my
a percussionist.
He said he went to
esteemed-
music theory.
My esteemed Sifu would throw a drumstick at me for the lack of practice I have in that area.
seafood.
Yeah.
Yeah, I read tabs. Sorry. That's why
I beat skins, man. I don't pay attention to that anymore, but I mean it'd be like picking up a bicycle. I could do it.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I always like hearing the stories of the moment, you know, like whether you hear a song and you're just like, I got to get into this. You know what I mean? I get it. And it's it can fucking change your life. You know what I mean? It's strange how that one moment can cascade into something. You know, because I mean, to get on stage, like from that moment to being on stage, like there's a long road of just practice and like being obsessed to where you force yourself to sit down and play or practice, or you just always have that motivation when you hear a song during the day and you're like, I'm gonna go fucking play guitar or drums or whatever, you know. And it's just it's always, to me, every time I hear these stories, it's just always interesting, you know, because of just the time elapsed and the dedication. That's why I asked that question.
Man.
Yeah.
I remember the first time listening to Natasha Bedingfield. That was it for me, you know, Unwritten. Yeah.
Man, Lamb of God.
Is that the
Megadeth.
fucking feel the rain? Yo. And then what?
Huh?
So you played guitar after
Played
that
guitar
song?
ever since, yeah. That was it for me. That was
You
the
imagine
one.
just little
Woke
brain
me
in
up.
his room, just turn the radio on, and you're like,
I was crying.
I gotta rock. You know, just one single tear
ones.
down the side.
Those are the ones that you listen to, you crying. And
Damn,
you
what the
listen to it, you're just like,
I need one of those for stage.
A whole snail costume.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of
that's the best.
snails, you guys brought the studio a bit of a present.
I did, man. I was like, I literally stepped out of my door to get in my car to come over here, and there was this snail that I almost stepped on at full grown size.
You almost
I just
killed
had to
that
bring it.
motherfucker.
I did. I almost stepped on it, man. I looked down, and my wife was like, "You don't need another snail."
All
You
six
collect
Like,
snails?
well, I'm
centimeters.
taking it with me.
He
Do
does
you
now.
collect snails like Brain collects dead rats?
Yeah, pretty much.
Can I
Like,
see?
I have a terrarium that I call the Gastropodian Fight Chamber.
What?
Gastropodium fight chamber?
Some of them are
snails?
cannibalistic, so
the
like they'll go after
Gastropodian
each
Fight
other.
Chamber.
They're
Yeah.
cannibalistic?
Some of them are.
Whoa.
You stop the fights. You just got
Well, there's the particular species that I gave you is cannibalistic.
Wow, that's so metal.
Yeah.
Snails are metal.
So are the leopard snails that I keep. They're also cannibalistic.
so you just keep like
God.
salt guns on hand to keep them in check, or
No,
They'll try
they
to
just
sit
eat
on
each
your
other.
lap.
oh,
Yeah, you got to push them
I let
down.
nature take its course
I like it.
Hey, that's God's will, dude. That's the Lord working. You know what I mean?
or something, I guess.
Is it
We have
It is a little hot.
a song that we're working on.
Let me crank the air down.
Hang on.
Give us a
before,
pause.
Yeah,
for a
before we get in here, let's take a pause.
I heard a quote one time. If the holy books inspire hate, despair, and drama. If your God loves you, I hope you make him wear a condom.
Man,
That's
Holy
good.
shit. The air's on 65, so we're at full tilt right now.
Okay, I'll just whatever.
Sorry.
sorry, I'll get out of here. It'll cool down.
That's from a rapper I listen to. His name's Graydon Square.
His name's what?
Graydon Square.
Oh, shit.
I listen to him. He's crazy.
Nice.
Good line.
Crazy good.
Yeah, that's pretty sick. I do have some news. It's not great news. The Devil Wears Prada drummer died the other day
Oh no.
in a plane wreck.
I heard
Which
about
sucks.
this.
Yeah.
I think I heard about it from you.
Yeah,
No.
yesterday when we were bullshitting. Yeah, I was like, I'm going to read this on the podcast anyway, but he's dead.
It kind
That
of sucks.
sucks.
Dude was like a big guy for the scene, getting like a lot of the media stuff and other things behind the
Yeah.
scenes after he left the Devil's Wear Prada.
Yeah.
The Devil Wears Prada. I can't talk.
Yeah, it's all right, dude.
How Skinnerdy of him.
Damn.
Too soon or not?
Yeah, so rest in peace.
I'm gonna give him a drum roll next
Rest
time I
in
play.
peace.
That was one of my favorite bands when I was in high school. It was really like that was one of the first bands where I'm like, holy shit, it gets harder than Danzig, you know? Like, dude, fucking TNT is not the hardest song in the world.
When you turn on with branches above and
The Purple album.
with branches below and roots above. I think
Yeah.
it is, yeah.
There was that Purple album. I listened to that shit every day for a while, dude.
And it reminds
That's a
me of
good
that
one.
time when the Rev died from Avenged Sevenfold.
Oh yeah.
That was crazy. And then right before that, sometime it was the drummer for Slipknot,
Was this
Joey
Joey
Jordison.
Jordison? Yeah.
That was crazy.
Fuck, he was sick.
All those people, it's like, man, those guys going, it's like changing the world, man.
Yeah.
It's a rift.
It is kind of strange. And it all started from that one moment, you know? It's very weird. We call this next segment Gear Queer. This is a part where you guys talk about your normal stage rigs, what you like, what you don't like, brands, all that stuff. Yeah, well, CJ, what kind of mic do you like?
Well, for a
You got
long
like a favorite?
I've just started using a Shure recently. But
58?
Yeah.
Classic.
And it was one that Isaac actually gave to me, or Toxic. But yeah. And I was using one that I had since I was like 13 years old. Before that was a digital reference $50 mic.
Damn.
Right?
It hung on that long, dude.
It held on that long and it still works.
Hell
so
yeah.
Yeah. But I'm not necessarily too picky unless like the cage on it is falling off or it's just completely busted. So whenever you're trying to use it, it's falling apart in your hand. I've had that at some places with the house mics and I was immediately annoyed. So yeah, as long as it's not a mic that's falling apart or it doesn't have the switch on it, I'm chilling.
Yeah, I see that. I could see that the switch be a bit of a problem, a weak point.
Yeah, whenever I first started doing vocals in bands, I had one of those mics and I kept hitting it off.
Oh.
So it was terrible.
Oh, fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, I always get confused by those mics that have the switch on them because I'm like, why the fuck is this motherfucker not working? Turn the switch on. Oh.
Yeah. Is this thing on? Is this thing? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
And like the ones that have the button on it too, where your fingers go.
A button?
Some of them have a
that seems
button that's
terrible.
like hidden on there. It's like one of the embedded buttons, so it's just flush with the rest of the mic. And
Hear me
then-
out, though. Maybe not one that push to turn on and push to turn off, but what if there was a mic with like a kill switch trigger? So you'd be like, da, 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 da.
Dude,
That would be
actually
kind of sick,
A
right?
momentary switch.
No, I only required 10%. You heard it here first.
Hold on,
It's
I'm gonna
almost
look this up.
10%,
There
man.
has
Why
to
not?
I
be.
feel like
There's
they
at least
should.
a pedal that does it.
There's got to be a pedal that does it, but it'd be cool if the mic itself did it. With how clumsy I am, though, I turned down his amp last night, so I'd probably just constantly be hitting it.
Well, that's not good.
Straight turn it down. It was like too loud.
There's this band that I saw the other day at the Grand Royale. They're called Nerve from Dallas. And it's like punk rock black metal. It's a really cool mix.
Ooh.
But this guy brought a pedal board out. And I was like, where's the other guitar? You know? And I had never even thought that people actually have pedal boards for fucking microphones. And he had like the stadium reverb on there and like big delay and stuff. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. You know, I don't know how many people do that, but now I'm in the habit of asking the vocalist if they use any special gear because I've been enlightened.
Most of it's just my gut.
Hell yeah.
Drinking milk and gargling it and then screaming,
Milk?
milk me, please. I need more milk.
Jesus. Is that real? Milk?
He did scream that before the show yesterday.
I did scream it before the show, but
Give me some
It was
milk.
outside the house. Everybody heard it.
I'm deaf,
Yeah.
sorry. I heard about concoctions, though. I've heard some concoctions, like just perusing the internet, where it's like if you mix 3 eggs and a lemon, then you're going to sound brutal. That sounds terrible. I don't know. I would try it. Chocolate milk was another one I heard, I think.
Sounds like something I would try.
it's honestly 90% confidence in staying hydrated.
Hydrate. Mm-hmm. With beer?
I mean, after you hydrate with water first, maybe, but
Damn.
definitely be like hydrated with water because it's part of your body that you're using. So,
Yeah. It is really
Yeah.
important, though.
but the rest of it's like 90% confidence. And
I don't know about that, dude, because I can't do it.
That's why.
Okay, let's see whose vocals are better. CJ, you go first.
No.
Maybe you go next.
Absolutely not, dude. This is guitar practice.
You can do it. You can do it.
I can only do inhales. I
Hey,
feel
bro,
like that's
you made me
cheating.
play guitar today.
Yeah. And
I'm
you're
going
trying
to play
to
guitar, too.
and you're trying to
we're gonna
make
make
all
you do
3 of us do
vocals.
it. And you're trying to make all 3 of us do it. Now we're going to make you do vocals.
Listen, I am just.
I'll do it if you do it.
I'm just the upholder of rules. Okay.
I go last.
The rules have been set. The dice have been cast. I have no control over this anymore. Is what I'm trying to say.
All right, CJ, hit a scream.
Nice.
I can't even do that.
Oh, this guy taught me how to scream.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our screams sound kind of similar.
Do you like run or something? Like, is your cardio up?
No.
Because like the amount, like with your style of music, you have some long, drawn out parts where I was like, "Is he gonna take a breath or what, dude? Like, what the fuck is this? How do you like maintain that length? No homo, you know what I mean?
I honestly just do a lot of meditation and breath exercises.
So
and
there
then
is something.
like little walks around the lake, getting fresh air. Just self
Diaphragm.
care
Long
things,
walks
you
on
know.
the beach is
Say it with your
meditation.
chest.
Little hippie stuff,
Hey man, some of that shit works, dude.
right?
Some of that
So-
shit is real.
And then also, just as a kid, I'd hold my breath for a very long time just to do it.
It's like, you're making me so mad, I'm gonna make myself pass out.
No, I wouldn't even do it because people were pissing me off. I just wanted to do
You
it.
just held your breath.
Yeah, I would just hold my breath. So
CJ, we need to get back to skating.
I actually have been. You just
Yeah.
need to come.
All right, well, hit me up when you do, bro.
Fair.
I've been fishing.
Been fishing, Ryan?
Hell yeah.
But that's it. I don't run. I skate. That
Skateboarding is pretty exhaustive. You know, running is boring. I run, but it is boring as fuck. Don't get me wrong.
it's especially exhaustive when you suck at it.
I just don't know if my pelvis can take those fucking quarter pipes anymore, dude.
So I gave my skateboard
Pads.
away.
Put some bubble wrap
don't
on
fall.
it.
Yeah, dude. I'll put a helmet on my ass or something, dude, and like wear one of those things around my belly so that I don't snap my back or something, you know?
Or you said you wanted to be in the music video. We need skateboarders.
Yeah, you want to come skate?
I'll crash once.
For
Better
real.
have a
take
good
it.
cameraman.
One
For real.
time.
I got you, bro. I'll
got a
get it.
Can I wear a motorcycle helmet?
Yes,
Yes.
yes. We want you to wear a helmet, please.
Can I
We've got
trip
a
him?
we've got a videographer.
Yeah, here it is.
We'll make it real.
Here's the shot, dude. I don't even know. I don't even think I could drop in anymore. So we're gonna have to go on like a really short one, you know. And then right when I try to drop in, somebody just throws a bag of marbles on the ground,
That's my job. I got it.
and we have to do this in one take. One take, and I mean it,
Well, what if we need a second? You just got to pull through.
bro. Someone else is gonna have to do
hire
it.
someone.
You got to
else.
pull through, no balls.
Bro, if Brain's the one to do it and come up with the ideas, I can only imagine what the expansions are.
I can get kind
Who
of.
knows what's going on in the mind of somebody who hides dead rats?
Because I know that eating shit
Marbles in the
after
pit.
dropping in sucks ass, and that's
hurts.
a lot on your fucking body. We need to have some sort of PPE for you.
A helmet at least, dude.
After you
Already
eat
done.
shit, you do the waffle stomping.
Yeah,
After-
I get
after
mad.
that.
I throw the skateboard and then I run and shit on the ground and then I stomp it.
No, you go into
No, there's a
that's
little
metal as
drain.
fuck.
There's a drain in the pool.
Yeah.
Just go ahead and waffle stomp that.
All right, so now this is going to turn into like a 4-hour
Waffle
shoot because I
stomping in the
gotta.
skate
I have
park
to.
pool.
You got a meal
fuckload
prep
of
for
Taco
this.
Bell, you know.
You just gave us
take
a
some Taco Bell, and then I gotta make sure that I don't shit my pants when I crash.
No, it's only going to make a good video if you shit your pants when you crash.
And then you waffle stomp your pants with the shit in them.
Take my pants off and jam it down the drain.
I mean, like I say
Do we
on
wanna
stage,
cast?
man, they're
Yes.
like, one guy was like, hang on, I got to pull my pants up. I said, no, you pull your pants down and then the pit starts.
Y'all just gave us a new song title, so thank you. Waffle stomp in the skate park pool.
That sounds great.
It's coming.
One of my favorite pastimes is just scrolling through song titles of like death metal that is very like seclusionary. You know what I mean? I like those bands.
Coming to fuckface ear holes near you.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's those MySpace titles too. Just like the big long sentences that make no sense.
Yeah.
So, are we just gonna cast you as the male lead for our music video?
I got one crash in me, man.
No, we're not. That's the only crash you got to take.
Oh yeah,
You just got to do a little bit of dramatic acting.
You gotta get slapped.
I can get hit.
You gotta get slapped.
How hard? Like KO or like just blasted?
I'll knock this motherfucker smooth out, dude.
My question is,
Wait, hold
Hold
to
up,
get
before I
slapped.
agree, what's the title of the song?
It's the Ghost of You.
Oh no,
No, it's
this
in my
is
show.
in my show is the safest place to hide from people like you. Get that snail costume right up there, and we'll have you skate on that. For
My
a
only
minute, and
question-
then-
Well, I've been thinking about like an idea for this video, and having like kind of a neck deep. What do you call that?
Pool of dead
fucking
rats.
song?
Yes.
Pool of dead rats.
that way.
you're getting brains dick hard over here.
A part of me, you know, that music video,
Yes,
having some sort of like dramatic acting like that.
fair.
And in it, and then have it cutting between that and the skating and whatnot, and then that situation, and you would be our lead role for that if you're doing the waffle stomping in the back.
Yeah.
I have two things. You have two options, okay?
Only
are
two?
You, are you question? I mean, I guess the third option is neither. But
All right, lay it out.
would you be more comfortable with laxative or diuretic?
pissing and
No
or
waivers.
shitting?
No waivers.
Taco Bell was settled.
No waivers.
Pissing or shitting? I don't need either.
No,
of
no,
those
no.
drugs to do any of that. Diuretic or laxatives?
Yeah.
Man, I got awful shit.
You gotta shit yourself, man.
That's what happens.
Let's get back to gear.
I was wondering about that.
Talk after the
I
show.
thought we were getting slimy, dude.
Mr. Toxic. Oh, rig rundown, gear queer. What do you got? What are you rolling with?
Usually, we run with the fucking AMG 100. Fucking, I just now learned that name. Fucking Marshall over there on top of the B52 cab, a half stack.
Hell yeah.
But just recently, just the other day before the show, I bought that motherfucker, which is the Boss ME80, little pedal board, and I'm still figuring that out. But I got some tones that I laid down for it. I got 2 intro tones and 2 song tones, which you heard last night at the show. But yeah, I'm still fucking around with it, but I think I like this set of tones, so I'm probably gonna save some new ones in a different bank. But I'm really liking this fuzzy tone that I made for Don't Slug Grandma. It has a lot of
What?
We have a song called
that's
Don't
our
Slug
song.
Grandma.
Don't sell grandma?
Don't slug.
No.
Don't slug.
Don't slug grandma? I think
Yeah.
you said sell.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Don't
that
do
too.
that either.
Don't sell her. That's human trafficking, dude. You don't need that.
But yeah, there's a story behind that name. As well.
Let's
Can I
hear it.
tell it?
Yeah.
Of course.
It's my favorite. I was in the crowd to watch the whole thing. So this old lady at our first show was like standing there, just like it was at Gruesome Fest, and she was just sitting there filming on her cell phone, and the metal started.
It wasn't even metal, it was rap, dude.
Oh, it was rap. I mean, but it was heavy. I mean, it was pretty freaking.
Oh, I think
heavy
I was
shit.
there.
So freaking.
Were you?
I think I might have been there.
At the Resonator?
No, never mind.
Resonator in Norman. It was awesome.
No, it
freaking. Oh man! So this lady just gets completely pile drived into the side of the wall.
Fuck.
That wasn't the only
She
time
got
either.
knocked down. I mean, big time. And just
I've fallen and I can't get up.
yeah, that
Real
type of
shit,
situation. So I mean, she was elderly. So she got back up. She left like the area, and then the pit kind of dispersed after that. Of course, like everybody pretty much calmed down.
She
And
came
then,
back when it came back.
She came back.
Round 2?
Round
She
2.
went for round 2?
Ding, ding, ding. Knockout.
There was
Crowd
also,
killed grandma.
There was a round 3 where she got crowd killed.
Yeah, but
It was an accident, of course,
God
but
damn.
Yeah, from the vocalist of
Venereum
Venereum.
accidentally did it, but
The vocalist of Anerium just went off in the crowd. Like the pit kind of wasn't just really doing anything, and so she just like started going like across the front of the stage and came back and just crowd killed Grandma.
Sick she was all love though. She wasn't mad. We made sure she was okay.
Yeah, it was all good. It was all fun and hugs and vibes after, but
she was cool with it?
It was fucking hilarious.
She was like, "It's the most alive I've ever felt."
I mean, because people only joke about that shit, dude. Crowd kill Grandma at a metal concert. You don't fucking hear. I mean, you hear people joke about it. That shit really happened.
It
at
was
Gruesome
20
Fest.
seconds into the first mosh pit too. We were at the first band. I was afraid that we weren't going to be able to book there anymore because I'm gruesome. Me and my buddy Dillinger, we booked shows and shit. And that was our show that we booked. And so I was afraid we weren't going to be able to book there anymore.
Oh, dude, you fucking sweating when you saw that? You're like, oh, God damn.
Because I was in the pit, too. So I was afraid that I was the one that fucking did it. Apparently, it was Dillinger that did it the first time, which is also gruesome. But we have a show booked there, so we're good.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
My thing is, I want to see her follow-up videos. I want to see where they're posted. I want to see like
true.
the receiving end,
rolling when she got
the receiving end of
Like
crowd
one or
killing
two
Grandma.
at the times. Yeah.
Fuck, dude.
That's awesome.
She was filming, dude. There's got to be video evidence.
There has to be.
Oh, man. What a cool grandma, though.
Yeah, she was chill.
How sick.
Don't slow Grandma.
So
That's what we wrote it about. Don't slug Grandma.
we got the amp and the pedals. What do
Well,
you?
the lyrics aren't quite about it, but the name is for sure.
What,
Oh, yeah.
What guitars are you playing on?
Oh, yeah. So usually I'll play on Ryan's Dean, which I'm not sure what is it in Exile?
Yeah, it's called a Dean Exile.
That thing's fucking sick.
Yeah,
I like that one a
7-string. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, that 7-string, it has active pickups, doesn't it?
It does.
It sounds really good. Really good for the sustain. It's running the elixir strings on there. It's really fucking nice. If you haven't used
pull that
elixir
one up right
strings,
there.
they're very
Nope.
durable and
Nope.
very silky.
It's
The one below it. Nope, keep going.
To the left.
There you
Yeah,
go.
that one.
Yeah, that's it.
It's sick.
That thing's fucking nasty.
That's actually a good price for it right there.
How much?
That's a hell of a good price for it.
$1,200. Worth it.
Yeah, but that's what I'll play on for the 7. And then, of course, you heard me play on this 8-string right here, which I got just a few months ago from Sweetwater. I wanted to get the granite, but they were out of stock, and I didn't want to wait till January. So I got the red one, and it's really fucking nice.
Do you like
Passive
the fan
pickups.
frets on it?
I specifically got the fan frets.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Paid a little bit extra for it, but I like the fan frets, especially on a bigger setup. Like, that thing's a fucking brick, like you said earlier.
Yeah. I'm a 6-string kind of guy, dude. I haven't really played with a lot of 8 strings. I've never owned one either. But it's fucking a lot different.
I learned how to tap on that fucker. Those
shit.
fan frets are great, dude. I love them.
Really?
Yeah. With how it's a fucking surfboard, so with how wide everything is and how much is there to fuck with, it's a lot easier for me to just let the strap hang and just fucking tap. Whereas with a 7-string or a 6-string, it's a little bit close together, so I'm hitting other strings and shit.
Oh.
And this is still not much space, but I don't know, with the fan frets and how wide the fretboard is, it just gives me a lot more area to fuck with.
Oh, shit. I never thought about like that.
I never thought about.
I mean, if you think about it, especially when you go further up the neck, your fingers naturally tilt, which kind of aligns with the fan frets, but I haven't played on them enough to really
I'm not a
decide.
personal fan of the fan frets, but it looks really nice.
It looks
sick as fuck.
It looks cool. Well, what are those frets called? Like the perfectly intonated frets that are like squigglies. Have you seen those?
Oh, shit, yeah. I don't know what they're called, though.
They're like perfect intonation frets, and they're fucking weird looking. Pull it up.
Man, that keyboard's got the most satisfying clicks.
It's not bad. It's a little bit distracting.
These.
No, I like them.
You see those weird ass frets?
What?
Yeah. So apparently, because the guitar is not perfectly intonated, if the frets are perfectly horizontal, so the fan fret is a step above that, I guess, when it comes to intonation accuracy, and this is like the final boss.
Which it's
apparently
even different for different keys, I guess. Huh.
What are they called?
Staggered, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and they're made for different keys specifically.
I guess so.
That's a luthier job from
That's a whole new level right there.
Just need a guitar for each key that you want to play in.
I guess.
Yeah, I've seen people replace these before in like videos and stuff like that, you know? And
How long was the video? Like 17 hours?
I'll just tell you, they did really good at cutting.
It looks horrible.
Yeah, it looks terrible. Yeah, watching someone replace frets, like standard frets, is a fairly straightforward job. You rip them out, clean it up, and throw the new one in, spit on it a little bit, you know, fucking slap it.
The old hawk to it.
These was like an art form, you know?
Yeah, it does look pretty cool, but I don't even think half my guitars are intonated correctly, so, you know.
Shit.
It'd be okay. It'd be all right. It's close.
Yeah.
That's a whole new level of precision.
Well, is that all for guitars and stuff? Mm-hmm. Sick. All right.
Tell us about your skins.
Mr. Drummer Man,
My
Ryan.
skins. I have the D-Drum hybrid kit. It says 6-piece, but I'm not using the original snare. I'm using a 13-inch piccolo pearl. It's got a steel hull, and I run Remo heads, except for my popcorn snare, which I run Evans. I run Evans power dot on there, and that's a pearl 10-inch matches. I call those my twin snares.
Sick.
And that popcorn.
You have them
snack.
both out? You have both snares out at the same time?
Typically, yeah. I'll have one over on the side, like kind of just behind my toms.
Oh, okay.
So I have a snare access to that, and that's just my breakdown snare. I love it.
That's snap.
That's snap.
Yeah, you gotta have it.
Perfect, like height for a rim shot over there on that 10 inch is just nasty. Okay. And then I run a lot of different types of cymbals, but a couple of my favorites right now are the Saluda prototype that I picked up recently to replace my ride. It's got this like green splatter paint on it. I'm not sure if it's custom or if it comes like that, but
Snail.
I don't know. I bought it used at Guitar Center. I was looking for a decent ride, and that just straight spit out to me. It was just like,
yeah,
that's green splatter paint on a ride cymbal.
That's
for
cool.
A Snail band, perfect.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And then I got the Zildjian blast bell, which was pretty hard to get a hold of. Like I went to a couple of Guitar Centers here that didn't have them. I went to a couple other music stores. Even Horn Trader didn't have one. I went online and nobody wanted any less than $160 for it. And
I don't envy drummers.
I went on and I ended up getting it for $150 on Amazon, and then they sent me an email, and I was like, "What is this?" And they were like, "Well, we don't know where your package is. Do you want a refund?" I was like, "I guess." So I got a refund and a cymbal.
Huh? Damn. Heartbreak.
Yeah, I got a cymbal for it. So
Yeah, I guess that's a positive.
and then my Latin percussion, everybody's favorite thing right now, the freaking donkey call. That's AKA the donkey call. It's called the Vibra Slap.
Missed that Vibra Slap, dude.
Vibra Slap's cool.
I should have brought it.
That would have been a nice little
Nice little
addition.
segue.
This thing?
Yeah, that thing right there.
He's got the black one on the right.
Yeah, that one right there. It's actually one of their newer models. the Vibroslap 3.
Oh, this one.
Yeah,
here.
that was very prominent in Teneverum. And then when we started jamming for the Snail, we weren't using the Vibroslap as much. And then he ended up getting a new one from the Latin Percussion, and it really brought back that signature little sound that we got going on.
Yeah. And then I also use a Latin Percussion cowbell. And then I got a really good deal on my my pedals, which match my kit, the same theme color, like the matte black with the red.
Yeah.
The DW 5000s. I ended up in a really, really nice trade with some PDP pedals.
Whoa.
Just like he just wanted my pedals straight across for him. Was just like, he needs some better pedals, dude. Here you go. I was like, are you freaking kidding me right now?
That's
It's like
sick
the
as hell.
best deal of all time. So I traded like a $70 pair for like a $600 pair. It was pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, that's
What about
sick.
What about like sticks? You got a very preferred
sticks
brand
right
of sticks?
now. I'm using Cutman series, which is a composite stick.
Okay.
It's carbon fiber, and they actually feel like wooden sticks.
Do they last
Interesting.
longer than like, are they more resistant to chipping and stuff? What's the advantage of carbon?
I've been playing. Hang on. I've been playing with these for what? 2 months.
Yeah, 2 or 3
2
months.
months.
Whoa.
And you can go ahead and hold those around. They don't hardly have any chips and anything on them.
2 months?
2 months. And these are the sticks that I was using. And these are all still brand new. I haven't had to use them at all.
Holy smokes.
They all look just like that. But those are. I use ProMark 7A Fire Green as
Made
well.
in Texas. Sick.
Big Texas.
I thought it was
No
gonna be
Diddy.
lighter. They have some sort of like filling in them or something, you know?
But if you feel it next to a wooden stick, it's not much different.
We got that. Get one of those sticks up there. Just for like a comparison.
Yeah.
And dude, those black ones, those were used on one set on stage. I don't want to drop one. Yeah, that was used on one set on stage for a comparison, and that thing is ate the fuck up.
God, dude.
That's
Yeah.
2 months?
2 months. I've been playing with Cutman
That's
sticks.
sick.
Oh my god.
That's It reminds me. Remember when we saw the carbon fiber guitar neck?
Yeah.
They came out with.
Yeah. I'm still very much about to buy that.
We're about to get into material
Some Cutman
science
sticks,
in
bro.
Music now.
The 7As are a little bit more expensive because of the custom size, but the other ones are a little more affordable. It's like a $4 or $5 difference.
That's nothing for something that's going to last you that long.
Yeah, I thought about buying a second pair just to have, like, I only
That's
have
crazy.
Yeah, Cutman carbon fiber drumstick. I want to be sponsored, guys.
Yeah, hit 'em up,
Shout out 10% to Heavy.
Yeah, I only required 10%.
So normally when drummers go up on stage, they carry like 30 sticks up with them. You just have your 2 sticks.
I have my 2 sticks in my stick bag.
How often do you throw those into the crowd?
These are $30, $40 a pair. I wouldn't do it. That's the other. That's going to be an issue, man, for people that are like, "Let me get a drumstick," and I'll be like, "Sorry about your luck, man." So that's why I actually started carrying these Pro Marks, because I do actually like these.
Yeah.
Like I'll actually use these, so I started carrying the Pro Marks for people that want my drumsticks.
That's sick. I would have never thought. I don't know why not, but I would have never thought.
Yeah, I've never heard of it. I do have a question about your drum set. I think it was yours. I may be mistaken. It might have been someone else's.
What's
Don't be a
crapping?
fucking idiot.
Is there an XLR output on some of your drums?
That's what I mean. Yeah, it's a hybrid kit. It can be electric or acoustic.
So, yeah.
So it has basically what it is built-in triggers. That's all it is.
Yeah. Have you tried using the triggers? Or?
Yeah, I have the system for it. We haven't really figured it out. so I haven't really used it.
Oh, okay.
Should have let me look.
I was looking
Yeah,
at.
we'll
his
definitely
floor
be
tom.
working with it at some point.
I was looking at his tom. I was like, why is there a fucking XLR jack on the side of this thing?
That's exactly what it's for. It's triggers.
Yeah.
Just on the side of the fucking.
It's built into the
Like
into the
here's
shell.
the shell. You just plug it. You just
plug it into the
It's
shell, dude.
weird.
That's so weird. That's
But
cool.
it's so like if you think you know what triggers like just D-drum triggers,
Yeah.
like it's the same thing just built into the drum.
That's cool.
It's already incorporated, and then all they did was they drilled a hole and put an XLR port right there.
Now, this isn't your first kit, is it?
No.
What'd you start on?
Oh, jeez.
Let's talk about your first kit. Where'd you come from?
All right, so my first kit was actually kind of a mutt, but
All of them are.
it was given to me during the time I was in those lessons. Like I was boosting cats in it barely. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Like barely, and this was like 8 years ago, or so. And I had, it had I can't even remember what the name of the brand was. I had a Yamaha snare. I had a Fibes snare, which was actually pretty cool. It was like a pastel shattered green color. It was pretty sick. 14-inch snare. It was badass. And then I moved on from that when my wife, who was my girlfriend at the time, her uncle had a black Percussion Plus kit just sitting in his living room, and they were moving, and he's infamous for just giving away furniture, and that's kind of what it was just furniture sitting in the living room to him. And I was just like, well, it's a pretty darn good opportunity to get another drum set. The one I have is kind of poo, so I went over and checked it out. It was all black. I was like, yeah, okay. It had pretty good Evans heads on it, and I was like, okay. Had some cymbals, a couple of stands. I was like, I could play metal with this.
Nice.
So I took it out, and I joined a band called Deathbox, and I met a guy named Isaiah who had a sonar kit, which I ended up with it later on down the line. And that sonar kit was bad ass. I actually miss it. It had a 16-inch kick drum, which was just unreal. Like you couldn't imagine the amount of punch that actually comes from a 16-inch kick drum like that. But it's one of the best soundings that I've heard
What
in a
size
long
kick are
time.
you running right now?
It's a 20 by 20.
So it's actually smaller.
Yeah, that 16-inch kick is a lot smaller.
Yeah.
But it's like
It
more
looks like a
snappy.
floor tom. Like a 16-inch kick drum looks like a floor tom.
Smaller your kick gets, more it sounds like a trigger.
Yeah, it was fucking
That
nasty.
makes sense. It
though.
kinda just, like,
but
pushes, I guess.
it was 16 by 18, so it had like a kind of a longer, well. So that punch was just, it would send it.
No way. That's interesting.
It's cool.
Hell yeah.
Sick.
And so now I got this one.
Hell yeah. I think that wraps it up for Gear Queer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you guys start asking drummers about equipment.
I-
Strap in.
It all just sounds,
It's cool, man.
it always just sounds fascinating and expensive as fuck.
Yeah.
It is, man. Oh, I almost forgot a big shout out to Danny Lee Singer for hooking me up with a bunch of Sabians, a set of Sabian cymbals, which really filled out my kit as far as the cymbals go. Like that sound that I have now, it really filled it out.
Hell yeah.
Having those new cymbals. So thank you for that, Danny Lee Singer.
Sick.
Right. Also, he's the dad of our previous drummer we had in Teneverum, who passed away a couple years ago. And he's still been super supportive of all the music stuff, so it's been really dope of him.
That's sick.
Yeah. Well, hell yeah. Piss break. I got to piss.
You didn't raise your hand, piss boy.
We're fucking live again. Hey, we're live again. Hey, here's a question. So, as a band, do you think the velocity of Turbo the Snail is faster than the velocity of the plane that hit the second tower?
I would say it's about par, but we would have to see Turbo hit one of the towers in order to, or just a building that's roughly the same width and stuff, you know, and like similar structure to really find out. So I think we need to simulate it.
We got to see the scientific stats on this for real.
Yeah, no further comments at this time. Experiments. I mean,
We're on the watch list, boys. Congratulations.
Who's to say Turbo didn't do 9/11?
we like snails.
Who's to fucking say?
Jet fuel
No
doesn't melt
snails-
steel
no
beams,
snails
but
were harmed in the
turbo
theories of
flames
this
might.
process. No snails were actually harmed. These were just theories.
Dude, we're breeding snails up in here, dude. Fuck yeah.
But have plenty of turbos to not do experiments with.
Dip them in NOS.
It was pure fucking.
Pretty soon you will have your own farm.
I'm worried, actually. I don't know. I'm gonna come in here. They're gonna be everywhere. I'm gonna be like, it's just fucking time to.
Hey, I'm just saying, it only took me a week to get a tank full of eggs.
Dude, if a snail gets on the fucking Ibanez,
They're usually pretty good if they have soil and stuff. They'll usually just stick to the soil.
Yeah,
We'll
Straight
find
up,
out.
like soil and plants.
We'll find out, dude.
what happens if a snail gets on the speaker of your orange cab and you come in here to practice and you absolutely rip,
Blows
just
snails out of the front. Like,
hits the fucking firewall?
this place is crazy. Let's talk about
meningitis.
Let's talk about some. We all just start getting deathly ill. All I guess just start getting sick. Like, I don't know.
Before we talk about something, I need one snail fact from each of you.
Meningitis.
I got you. I'll start off here. Okay, so snails' shells, they grow them like a fingernail. They have a cuticle and everything.
It's disgusting.
That's pretty cool.
I kind of gave one earlier about how they're carnivorous. You want me to give another one?
Yeah, give a different one, yeah.
Well, oh shit! I already gave two because they help the plants. Oh wait, no, that was before it started. So yeah,
was
they
off
help.
air.
They help plants.
Sick.
What's the boost?
Good
I'll give you two.
Okay.
They're decomposers,
Okay.
so you can make a decomposition tank. That's kind of what I have going on.
Beautiful.
And slugs also have shells.
What?
They do. Yeah, it's right up like next to their head. It's more so like a shield, but yeah.
It's underneath a slime layer. Sort
Really?
of. It's kind of like a skin-like layer over the shell. I said overneath.
I heard it.
The shell is underneath. Big Norch.
I didn't know that.
That's very. And did you guys start learning snail facts after the band name or before the band name?
I knew snail facts before the
Definitely before.
I was
Wink,
always
wink.
just obsessed with like Turbo and like all the cartoon snails and stuff like that, like Gary and
Oh,
you know.
I love mushrooms.
All right, onto the
dude.
stuff.
Let's talk about your influences, right? We said like the back in the day influences and your first, guitars and drum sets and all that. What now is really driving inspiration for you guys? Maybe bands that are currently touring, or maybe ones that have just recently stopped touring, or whatever. Like when you sit down and write a song, what do you find yourself kind of more like gravitating to as a style? You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Did I
feel
say
like
that question right?
We just have like a huge attachment to like the love and just the good vibes of things. And that's kind of like what we attract also.
Yeah.
Like, and that's just kind of how we stick to like pretty much everything that we do. That's our, like when we get on stage, it's like having a good time, hugs and vibes,
Hell yeah.
That's kind of what stuck us together, the three of us. That's our whole thing. We even have a handshake.
It was a secret handshake?
Yeah, you want to see it?
It's not really a secret, but
We'll teach it to you too. You guys are going to be
Is that a
included
snail
by the
handshake?
end of this podcast.
Dope,
Ready?
dude. Yeah, let me do it. Let me see it again. Fingies?
we don't do the 3-slap normally.
Oh, hell yeah. Hold up.
We're learning.
All right,
Each-
ready? Grab that. Grab those two fingers. Pull
Here.
it in,
Hang on, like this.
and then you
okay.
pull it out. Bam.
Okay.
Bam, lock it up.
Snail tentacles, dude.
No, we never thought about it like that.
Yeah.
So I go like that.
Yeah, that kind of looked like his,
We honestly stole it from the movie Deathgasm
I see.
and then
Okay,
just
yeah.
What is that?
evolved it. You've never seen that movie?
Uh-uh.
It's a
try it
metal
again.
movie, like a New Zealand metal movie, and
this,
they
yeah, and
bring
then
a
like
bunch
this.
of demons to life with this like
Okay, there.
piece of sheet music that they find.
What?
And they have to stop it by playing it in reverse and stuff, and they're like fighting demons and stuff. They fight them with dildos at one point, so you gotta watch it.
I'll watch it, dude. Was it on Hulu, dude?
No, I think it's on like Peacock, but there's other places you can find it somewhere.
And what's it called again?
Deathgasm.
Oh, I did it.
He went.
Kind of. I kind of did it.
Nobody knows what actually happened.
But so with the influence question though, do you mean like individually or as a band?
I'm
Because
just saying, like, musical influence that. All right, so this is what happens a lot to me. All right.
Heavy got fingered. You know, like Freddie got fingered reference. Oh,
Heavy got fingered. No, I don't know what you're talking
Heavy got fingered.
Daddy, would you
That's
like
what
some
actually
sausage?
That's what actually happened.
That's my favorite song.
Dude, yes, that's the song that gives us
You can either
inspiration.
cut
is that,
or keep.
Daddy, would you like some sausage?
I'll keep it.
No, but on a real note, it really is just a lot of goofy moments that we have that inspire our song names, and then we kind of just catch a vibe based off of that.
Okay.
But the sound,
Yeah, I'm talking like tone, maybe structure. Like you're talking a lot about like melodic influence. There's a lot of bands with like,
I gotcha.
a lot of melodic stuff in it. What are like some bands that you kind of draw from? Like, I kind of like this style. I kind of want to write something in the style of this. Because when I write a song, like when I hear like a song in my head, I'm like, oh, I got to write this down. This could be good. It's like, oh, this kind of sounds a little bit of a mix between, you know, Kubla Khan and Slipknot. Let's just say that. You know what I'm saying? Like, what would be some of like your main influences where you kind of draw, at least not, I'm not saying all of it, but like pieces of your style. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'd say like Under Oath, In Heart's Wake volumes, Enter Shikari. There's just a lot of like the MySpace era and like 2010s kind of metalcore, deathcore bands.
Yeah.
It's hard. There's a lot.
There's a lot. You know, it's kind of a trick question because here's another kind of like view that I have about being an artist. You are a combination of everything that you've consumed.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So if you consume a lot of this or a lot of that, you kind of tend to write, not necessarily, but de facto kind of write in that style or maybe that structure, or maybe, oh, I really like this guitar tone. I'm going to research the pedals and maybe try to get my rig to sound a little more like this or over here. Or, oh, for this part of the song, it'd be really nice to have chorus like in this album and this track or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And early Bring Me the Horizon, I can say, is probably one of them for
Okay.
sure.
I listen to hip hop
Like, well, I mean, you're a drummer, you know. That's
mostly
not
like
thing.
it's like 90s style conscious hip hop is what I listen to mainly. But I was more into like Lamb of God, and I watch a lot of drummers, like mainly like LS Tapario Sobroni. I can never pronounce his last name for some reason.
Okay.
But LS Tapario, that guy's insane. And then Eric Moore. I watch those two drummers, and then there's a couple of Indonesian drummers on Facebook I watched for quite a while.
Really?
Really, really good stuff.
Nice. What about you,
Um,
Mr. Toxic?
Oh, I consume so much. I consume everything across the board, pretty much, save for like some country. You know,
Yeah.
it's when I come to writing a song, it's all based off of feeling and it's definitely influenced by other shit in the ways that I've heard things, and that's how I've learned by ear. I didn't really play other people's songs when I was learning guitar. I still don't play other people's songs.
Likewise.
I just kind of jam out everything by ear. And so a lot of our writing happens in the practice room on the spot. We haven't really planned it out or thought about. So it's kind of a weird question and like a kind of beat around the bush answer, but I suppose because we jump around genres too. We have some slam shit, we have the melodic shit, we have some hardcore punk shit. A lot of what influences the slam bands is locals like Peeling Flesh and fucking. Would love to do some shit like Reckoning, but those guys are cracked. Those guys are fucking cracked at.
Man, Levi's insane. Levi and Sean.
Sam is a fucking really good drummer.
Good. They're really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, we are very much inspired by what's around us in the immediate environment, honestly. Just all of the locals, everyone here is really fucking great at what they do, and it's all very unique in their own ways, which is really cool to see, because I feel like for a while we kind of had a lot of bands that were doing the same thing. And it's nice to see the variety and the passion that goes behind it.
Man, the camaraderie around here.
Yeah,
In
there's
this
like
part of the scene, it's like, it's different from where I was. Like often another distant part of the scene.
Yeah.
Doing metal, but
I've noticed. Yeah,
this is a different scene, man. Like
just
people in and out of the
people
venue
know
and area.
everybody, and like, oh, you know, you had us on. You should have these guys on your show. You should have these guys on your show. I'm like, damn, that's kind of sick. You know what I mean? I like that. Or you see just people from other bands showing up to shows and stuff, even though they're not playing. You know?
Yeah, man.
Like, okay, you know, we
Yeah,
got
like-
kind of cooking here. You know?
Man, Shark Bite shows are really fun.
Yeah.
I really like Shark
Shout
Bite
out
shows.
to fucking Brady. He
Yeah.
does a great job.
Brody, as I call him, man, he's the bro. Everybody always corrects me like how he's not from Ohio.
I'm not.
What is that about? What do you mean?
So ever since I moved here, I'm from Utah. But everybody that I've told I'm from Utah, like later on, they're like, "So what's it like in Ohio?" I'm like, "Where did you get Ohio from?"
We're out in Utah.
Ogden, so like 45 minutes north of Salt Lake.
Is there a bunch of Mormons out there?
Oh yeah.
Tell us about them.
They're not as nice as you think.
Oh.
I'll leave it at that.
Damn.
CJ's a nice guy.
But no, up there,
Are you
it's-
Mormon?
I'm not.
Were you?
I'm just like spiritual.
I feel you.
But no, up there it's a lot more than just Mormon, because like it's all of, like the Catholic and Christianity branches there. So like there's Catholic churches, there's regular Christian churches, Baptist churches, LDS churches, all of them. There's also some like Hindu temples and stuff.
They bang on each other in the streets. Pa 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 pa.
Actually, only in a couple of spots. So like in Ogden, downtown Ogden, some areas down there you'll get it. Some spots in Salt Lake City you'll get it.
Really?
Yeah.
So
No,
you
there's
walk
the
out
ghettos
the
up
streets just a few blocks that way, you'll get it.
there. No, you just gotta go to the certain areas. I know Clearfield used to be one of them, but we're not there. It doesn't matter.
Okay. Every time I
For
hear
us
Utah, I
here.
gotta ask the question.
Man.
Ohio seems nice. I mean, honestly.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Dude, what do you got
I live
up
for the
there, bro?
Whoa, damn.
I don't know.
The guy's not even playing. What?
It's a
Is he
Snail band,
fucking the
dude.
drum?
Did AI do this?
Is he fucking the
That's
drum?
fucking
Is
awesome.
that
What are you using?
Yeah, is he fucking
Just
the
some
drum?
stupid program I found.
He
I don't
sure
even know.
is. It's just a fucking
DeepAI.org.
drum, and he's leaned over it.
That's fucking hilarious.
There's two other snails going at it over there.
Are they going at it?
Looks
I
like
don't
it.
know.
One of them's missing
The
a
snail
shell.
band is getting it with this other snails that
This
are on.
is not
What
a
the
proper
fuck?
portrayal.
Call those
of
groupies.
how we-
Groupies on stage? I'm not down with this.
No groupies on stage? Come on, dude.
I have this thing on the front of my drum set where I put this. I like specifically angled a cymbal like arm where it's like the don't stand in front of my drum set peg.
That's good.
Because I mean, it's like
Did you sharpen it to a point and dip it in human shit?
I'm gonna
Like,
now that you say something. Now that you say something, I'm gonna dip it in meningitis.
There you go.
Oh, no, not
There you go.
meningitis. Gross. Hell yeah.
On a Wednesday, dude.
Fuck yeah.
Fucking on a Wednesday.
I'm never helping you with your kid again.
Here's another snail question. Every time I follow a snail trail, it leads me to a vagina. Is this where snails live, and is that what makes them slimy?
Well, Mr. Vagina Face, I think he actually did come from a vagina. So
That's
there
a
might
pretty
be-
hard cut reference there.
Mr. Vagina Face is the snail who got lost in Italy.
Is there lore behind this?
That's what it started. The front of my
bro, we experienced this shit, okay?
This happened in my house.
Yeah, it happened at his house.
What happened with
So I think it was
Mr. Vagina Face the snail?
we found him by the trash can at his house. He started coming out of his shell all cute, but he looked like he had a vagina face at first. So this Toxic over here named him Mr. Vagina Face.
As one does.
We have
Obviously.
pictures.
We do have pictures.
Let me see the
It's
picture
gonna go
of
on
your
some
vagina.
merch.
I mean, your snail.
I'll find it one of these days.
But yeah, no. Anyways, yeah. But anywho, he might have. I mean, it depends. Okay, this is gonna sound terrible, but
We're on a podcast. Anything counts.
Yep.
say it's somebody with just very poor hygiene, and they live in a garden. It's bound to happen.
So like a garden gnome, maybe. A female garden gnome.
Yes,
Cornelius Jones,
exactly.
per se.
Cornelius Jonesette.
Interesting.
Cornelius Jones, the man who leaves gnomes in my home.
Yeah, that's another
Snail fact.
thing. That's
Is
another
that
one
more,
about
are you
this.
guys
Snail
writing
fact?
lore or you're
Snail
writing
fact.
music?
There's another bit that I have that's just become an inside joke again.
Snail fact.
That has
got a-
to do with gnomes.
We got a
So,
snail
yeah.
fact.
We just got all the, Cornelius Jones is the man who leaves gnomes in your home for the reasons unknown, even though you put your toes in his nose in the middle of his toes. No, he comes and blows a load in your trombone and it leaves it with a sticky tone.
So, snail fact.
Dude, CJ spitting
That's
facts,
going to be
dog.
our first single right there.
There you go. That's the name of it.
Yeah.
Cornelius Jones?
Snail facts.
No, but he does
Later.
have a song called
We do have a song called Cornelius Jones.
What's-
We just
what's
haven't
your,
played it.
That whole
What's your-
part was for sake of confusion.
I like it. This is kind of nice. I'm having a good
I
time.
want to hear your
All right, snail facts.
Yeah, all right. Let's hear it.
Snails and slugs are hermaphrodites. They reproduce asexually if they do not have a partner. And, as we have learned here, mating snails stab each other with barbs to increase chances of paternity.
If that ain't love, I don't know what is.
I don't know. I have no idea.
I also have a
Sounds
foot.
like a domestic, tumultuous relationship.
Does it make you want to start a mosh pit? That's what I want to know.
It's kind of sick.
How many times have you been stabbed by a girlfriend?
I have not been stabbed by a girlfriend. But if it had happened, I wouldn't have been surprised.
One time.
You've been stabbed by a girlfriend?
I'm surprised I haven't.
Was it a snail?
No, it's just a little heart.
Snail facts.
Here we
Snail
go.
facts?
The snail that I've planted in your tomato garden
Okay.
Uh-oh.
is a Mr. Vagina Face kin.
Kin?
Can folk?
Yeah, they kin.
No shit.
Kinfolk to Mr. V.
They also have breathing holes that
They have
are not
lungs?
their mouths yet. So they have a hole that's like actually visible. That's
Oh,
not
like
their
a
mouth.
whale.
It's like back there. It looks like an ear. It's just one on one side, and that right there is their breathing cavity.
They have one lung.
What the fuck?
It goes right into their lung.
I thought it was an ear at first because it
It looks like an ear.
looks like a fucking ear hole, man.
Is that what the Bob Marley song is about? Snails? One lung, one heart.
Oh, dude. That was terrible.
You need to recap on those lyrics.
I do.
But I like where you're going with this. I mean, if you really want to get some shit started, we could go Weird Al style.
That guy's the goat. The guy's the goat on lyrics.
I mean, Rodney Carrington.
See, well, this doesn't help at all.
There's a lot of numbers, a lot of arrows.
Hey, Anatomy.
It has one lung and one heart. It is a Bob Marley
His
song.
ass is on the back of his neck.
Hey, pull up a little closer and just tell me, do you see anywhere that either is or isn't a penis or vagina?
I love how we're like asking the snail pictures to lift up their skirt.
Do it.
Zoom in.
I mean, he's telling
I'll
us
tell
to
you
look
though.
for a penis
I'll
and
tell you
vagina
though.
on
There are at
snails.
least 4 to 5 parts that can be perceived in
Genital.
some light as some sort of genital part. Yeah,
Holy shit, dude! These things are
but they're
monsters.
not. But they don't have genitals.
They're fucking aliens.
Like,
Yeah.
Where's their reproductive organs? It's fucking weird.
That's strange.
But yeah, on the note
wish
of
I could
Mr.
get
Vagina Face,
It literally could be a vagina.
yeah. But Mr. Vagina Face, we gave him a little glob, like a little cricket, like it was cricket feed, you know, the little water food gelatin things.
Okay.
Mr.
Yeah.
Flukers.
We gave him that, and he was just nomming on it. So we made a song called Eater of Glob.
Okay.
It's about
Eater of
aliens
glob.
too.
Yeah, dude. That's fucking. I didn't.
They
know
look
were that
alien. They're pretty alien looking.
complex. They're very complex creatures. Interesting.
Have you ever seen a 3-inch slug?
No.
Oh,
In my shotgun.
I've never seen a 3-inch anything.
hey, it may not be very long, but it does at least make up for it in width, like a tuna can.
No, but it does leave a snail trail.
I knew tuna can was
Where are we going in this now?
What's wrong with you?
All right.
Well, I'll tell you
I can
where we're
relate.
See a doctor.
going. I'll tell you where we're going.
Chlamydia.
We're
Koala
going to the
bears have it.
gauntlet. It's gauntlet time,
What's
baby.
the gauntlet time?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a segment we call Guitar Hero for Real. The rules are as follows. We have a bingo wheel with numbers on it. We have an Excel spreadsheet carefully crafted by yours truly,
Nerd.
me.
Sorry.
There's a bunch of songs on there. We have
Piss boy?
Piss Boy. You don't have to raise your hand.
Please don't piss on the floor.
All right.
That's good shit.
A list of songs, numbers, bingo wheel, bingo ball, number on the ball. Oh, yeah. So we have this website that we go to learn songs and stuff. We're not going to say the name until they start giving us some fucking money. But, yes, sir.
I do really have to.
Yeah? Okay.
We're right back.
We back.
And we're back. Anyway, bingo, ball, number, song list, numbers accordingly, website with tabs. Rules are as follows. We play the tab. You can hear it through the speaker and everything. You can watch the tab for 1 minute. You get a couple of seconds to look over any tricky parts if you want. And then you try to play the song for a minute. And that's it. That's the rules.
Oh, did you re-up the list?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. I got to reset my
we know what
balls.
tunings are in?
We can change the tunings.
I'll say that everything I saw on the first part of the list, I've practiced before.
I don't know if there's any 7 or 8 string tabs on there.
There is.
There is?
I don't know if on the list, but there is
I don't know if there's any on the list.
in the unnamed program.
You're going to have to play a 6 string. We got lots.
So we're gonna see how rusty I am.
You're going to do fine. I promise. Unless you pull a yellow ball.
Is the yellow hard?
Yellow ball is death.
Yay!
Yellow ball is
I'm gonna-
classical finger style most of the time.
I'm gonna
I
free
got
ball it.
this.
Classical finger style for real?
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I got
free ball it.
I'm confident. I'll do it.
What
Who's
else we
first?
got? Me. I always go first.
Okay.
Yeah. Ah, man.
Let's go, Waffle Man.
Well, looks like
Waffles done.
it's all
That's
green back
heavy.
here, so
Hold
give
up
me a
to the
sec.
screen. What color? If it's fucking yellow.
Suicide Messiah, Black Label Society. It's Black 4.
He's like, I got this shit. I've heard this song at least 12 times.
Fuck.
It's actually a pretty good one. Damn, is that what tabs look like now?
Yeah, brother.
Holy shit.
Yep, from an unnamed tab program.
It almost looks like sheet music.
It's close, yeah. That's kind of nice.
I hear that's what what some of the curriculum is nowadays.
Really?
They're actually providing tablature as curriculum in college
Really?
now.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Did
Like
not
at
know that.
UCO, from what I understand.
I had no idea. I wouldn't have guessed that, honestly.
I almost went to UCO, and then I moved to Utah to be in a band.
And what was Ohio like?
Oh man, let me tell you, it was full of corn.
Yes.
That's all right. I don't know.
It wasn't as bad as Kansas. It didn't smell as bad.
That sounds nasty.
Okay, brother. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, your minute
time,
starts
1 minute?
whenever the fuck I say it does.
Like musical chairs? Yep.
Fuck you, first of all. You got off way too easy. You got off way easy.
Got way off way easy, dude.
Yeah, you did.
Damn it.
What you want me to do?
Nothing. I don't know.
That should have been the dog's turn.
Dude, it's the fucking bingo wheel, man. It's the bingo wheel. What are you going to do?
Listen, dude. Most of the time you get annihilated in this game, dude. I'm gonna take my W, dude.
Yeah, dude. All right, you ready? Do you want... Okay, here we go. Ready? Bomb, you fucked up. You didn't have enough sustain at the beginning. You fucking... Way off time. Terrible. Bomb. I should have stopped it early. Alrighty.
Strat, dude. The OG Strat.
With the Strat. Nobody can hear you, by the way.
Oh, can you mute that?
Yeah, I did.
Alrighty. Well, who's up next?
The guitarist. The
Do we want to
guitarist.
fucking say the guitar player?
The guitarist goes next.
All right.
You can always just be like Levi and just rip a solo instead of paying it. You should have seen. He pulled Midnight in Montgomery, Green's Country, and he just played a solo the entire
You're
time.
next. Yeah.
Sounds like something I would do.
It's not us, dude. Like I said, I don't make the
I'd
rules.
like solo over the track.
Yeah, he just ripped a solo for a minute. Didn't look at the screen one time.
Get a
dude.
yellow track.
Let's see. You got classical.
Classical
Awesome.
guitar.
I feel like this is staged.
You see the wheel, dog.
Right here.
I saw the
yellow
wheel, man.
six.
I saw the yellow ball. I did witness it.
Listen, man, I'm sorry.
You seen it?
It just
sorry.
feels staged.
Really?
Like, man,
is
put the
standard.
guitarist up against the hardest ball.
Oh, it's E flat standard. This is
We can go to E flat with it. It doesn't matter. Are we going E flat?
this one is E
How'd the E get flat?
Dime bags in E flat standard.
Probably got ran over by a snail.
Oh, yeah. I got ran over by Turbo. Or skid mark.
I fucking love it, dude.
Yeah, man.
I have no idea what this is. but-
Chicken butt strutting.
It's Lagrima
Okay.
by Francisco Tarriga.
Got it.
Never heard of this shit.
Neither have I, but you got.
You go learn today, boy.
Honestly, you probably have a lot of these songs. I've noticed when we pull yellow balls, you're like, oh, that's that one, because it's all in movies and everything.
It's fairly slow,
You ever
too.
smell a black and mild?
Is it like a.
78 BPM. It's not
Oh,
that
yeah.
bad.
you got a clean channel.
You got a clean, bro. You don't have clean?
I do. I just
He doesn't play like that, dude. It'd
You
be
do-
death metal classical.
Yeah, you do whatever you want, but
Do death metal classical, dude. Just do it.
He's like, fuck it.
all right. You ready for your minute?
This is your minute of watching and studying.
Yeah. You don't have to play if you don't want to. Okay.
I'm sorry, bro.
Bro. Lagrima.
Right there. We'll just do this first bar.
Okay. So not even a minute? Okay. We'll give you a couple minutes of study time here.
Hey,
I'll at least repeat the first part twice.
yeah.
Bro, give it some chugs.
That's for sure got to be finger style.
I can't fucking read.
I don't know how to read.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, that's
I'm going to say that's pretty
Recorded it out,
impressive
dude.
for somebody who
You're
doesn't
recording
read
it out.
tablature.
We're getting somewhere, dude.
Oh wait, you don't read tabs?
Not normally. I haven't read tabs in a long fucking time.
Okay.
I can do this.
hunting it down.
Are you ready for your minute? All right, bro. Here we go. You ready? Here we go.
Hell yeah,
It's
dude.
not a full minute. We're going to repeat this thing twice and we'll just call it there, okay? Here we go. It's coming back around.
Bro, that was those harmonics were on key too,
Dude,
bro. That
you
was
were hunting it
sick.
down.
Oh, God. That's so
You were
tough.
hunting it down, dude.
That was tough, dude. That was a good attempt, honestly.
That was
Wow,
a fucking-
on the Lagrima, bro. On the Lagrima.
That was it,
The
dude.
attempt, dude. Yeah, no,
It's
you
over,
did it.
don't
You're
worry.
through. It's
On the Lagrima, dude. That's impressive.
What's the?
I was impressed, honestly.
No, I didn't mute that.
Watch that ceiling fan, dog. We've had some bases in the ceiling fan, dude. Yeah, watch out.
Yeah. Definitely not that one on the wall.
Definitely not this one over here.
Definitely.
All right.
Who's next?
I can finish this off if you want, because I will bomb hard. I'll end it.
Shall we fish in a barrel on this motherfucker or what?
Are both of y'all doing guitar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I thought that's what we were
Yeah?
doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Obviously.
Who's next? Y'all rock paper scissors. I will go last. I'll be
Rochambeau.
the bomb.
Oh, 2 scissors. Oh, CJ.
Oh, so I go first? All right.
Oh, well, it's your say. CJ?
I'm gonna call CJ first.
CJ first.
Okay.
What color?
Looks.
It better not
Let me
be
mark
fucking
this
yellow.
one.
Oh, yeah, you see what I'm saying? If you pull a yellow, you're cooked, dude. There's only, well, what's his name? From Diddy.
Jorge fucking
Jorge from
murdered.
Diddy can do yellows.
That guy's disgusting.
Beast, dude.
It's
Don't get me
fucking
started.
Ridiculous.
You got red 3.
Ooh.
Well, red is this one, right?
Hey.
Should I stare? Should I go?
Okay. I used to play that on my fucking paper jams as a kid.
There it is, dude.
Go.
I don't know the tabs though. I just strummed it and it did the sound.
Easy, dude. You got it.
I had one of those too, bro.
Hey, paper jams for the win.
What is that?
So it's straight. It's just a toy, but it's just flat, and it has a fretboard on
guitar?
it that are kind of sensitive. Yeah.
Yeah. I never had one. Was it dope?
Oh,
I've
they
never
were dope.
had
I
one
had
of
like
those either.
3 different kinds of them. I had a
E
B,
flat.
Les Paul, and a Stratocaster.
Damn,
one.
dude.
God, I hate this. I'm so sad. I gotta piss. Give me 2 seconds.
Already?
I gotta piss.
Fuck, dude.
Piss boy.
Get together.
I'll go after you.
Okay. And we're back, and fuck everybody that went and pissed after the piss boy was done.
Triple piss boy.
All right.
Specifically heavy. Me and Ryan went at the same time.
Ryan left an upper
Cross the
decker.
streams.
No, I went to the piss room to take a shit.
Hell yeah.
I wasn't successful, so I came back out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, CJ, you're up.
You
Should I stay or should I go?
What guitar do I use?
just need an E flat guitar.
flat.
Or standard. So there you go. Oh, IB 6-string.
Here is your
Party.
noodle.
Thank you.
Plug the noodle in the hole.
Look, the noodle in the hole.
You need a pick, or you got one over
Isaac
there?
just handed me one.
Got it.
There's actually one right there in the strings.
Oh yeah, true.
That's where I keep them so they don't run away.
There's one in the strings right there, bud.
What? Oh. I'll pass that one to you for a second.
with one of the strings?
No.
I don't think so.
Probably not.
I don't know. All right.
That would be insane.
Yeah. Okay. We ready? Here's your minute, dude.
if I can switch between the two.
That's a minute, dude. Okay, what do you want to look at?
Need any study time?
Study on some stuff?
I need to watch it this time. I was watching my fingers because I cannot hit that transition stick.
Okay, well, we can't play it again for you, but you can look and see what we got going on.
I think you got it in the bag, dog.
Probably.
You got it, bro.
I just want you guys to know that in post, I pretty much completely take out the sound that comes out of that speaker.
Oh, it's gonna sound terrible.
Oh, it's all your guitar.
Oh, it's gonna sound terrible, bro.
Just want y'all to know that.
You gotta tell them after they done it, not before.
Oh, I want them to know.
This is
Hell
supposed to
yeah,
be
dude.
torture. The reason we implemented the bingo wheel is because your band members would pick fucking Dragon Force every time. And I was like, this is getting out of control. You guys just want to see each other fucking bomb so bad.
Do you need to see any specific stuff on this before we go?
Oh shit! I didn't even see that second part after it scrolls down.
It's a
Yeah, so you're going to here. That's
Oh.
the end of where you're going to.
All right, we'll do our best.
Okay.
that's the spirit.
All right. Yeah. You ready? Here's your minute.
That's it.
That was the
Hell yeah,
Hey,
dude.
that was
You didn't
pretty
do too
good.
bad.
All right, Ryan,
you did not
you
do
can
too
bomb it
bad.
now.
Hell
Just
yeah,
kidding.
dude.
No.
Here comes
good
the
attempt.
bingo wheel.
It was not terrible.
Yeah, dude, your switches are getting
What
better.
do we got on the bingo wheel?
What say the bingo wheel?
Wait, this might not be the guitar I use, huh?
Probably,
Maybe
but
not.
probably
We'll see.
not.
You just want to look cool with it on, though. We understand.
I love that guitar. I fucking love that guitar.
That charcoal is that like a charcoal finish?
It's purple. It's called
Purple.
We got a green.
Night something.
Two.
Night Lord. I don't know. Yeah.
That's country.
Oh, green?
You said country?
Yeah, the green balls of country. Sorry,
On
dude.
the road again.
Is that what it is?
You just can't wait. to
Willie
be on the
Nelson?
road Again. Yeah.
Well, here you go. The noodles over there.
There we go.
Noodle. Why are we putting noodles on our guitars?
Yeah, I'd like to put a little nubbin on.
Italy, bro.
Right. No tomatoes though.
No tomatoes.
Ready? See your tabs up there?
Nice, dude.
It's pretty quick. 180. We got it. Here we go.
Holy shit. I didn't think this was going to be hard.
I didn't either, dude.
Solo it out, dude. Yeah.
About a minute. I forgot to see the time when it started, but that's about a minute.
About a minute. I think he's just going to rip it anyway.
Yeah, you're just gonna whatever it.
Pull Levi on it, dude.
You want to read anything or see anything here? I can.
God
You don't
damn
want
it,
to see
Willie
nothing? You're good?
Dude, let him Levi it out, dude.
Yeah? Okay, here we go. That low-key was nice, dude.
really
There was some
good.
parts in that I was like, God damn, Willie is playing an electric guitar in this.
Dude, that was really good improv,
That
man.
was sick, dude.
I mean, shit. All right, Brian, it's your turn.
Here we go.
God damn, man.
Stretchy. Are you gonna play the Jackson?
More than likely. We'll see.
Mr. Luckily.
Oh, fuck me.
Hell yeah!
Yellow 4?
Hell yeah!
He said, fuck this guy. Yellow 4.
Hit me with the Willie Nelson one more again. See what happens, yellow ball.
That was good, dude. That was really good. Really good phrasing and shit, dude.
Thanks, bro. I tried my damnedest.
That was good.
That shit was getting nasty out there.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see it.
Okay.
Enjoy.
Oh, hell yeah.
You're the fingerstyle guy. Now you get to do fingerstyle.
Oh, you're plugged in over there. What am I doing?
Yeah, bro.
You need a timer?
Yes, please. Oh, my God, dude. I'm gonna fail.
You're going to do so good, bro.
Hey, I didn't even play Willie Nelson. Just saying.
It sounded good, bro.
Ready? Do you have your timer out?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Holy shit, dude.
I knew it was coming. I'm over here like,
Fuck, dude.
let's go.
Well, that was 36 seconds. You want to just try that?
36 seconds in, bro.
Let's see.
What? Oh, Astorius, dude.
I think he's cooking a little bit, dude.
Yeah.
I think he's cooking a little bit. I don't know how you're gonna fare with the.
I'm not even gonna add in the zeros, dude.
Bro, when all else fails, just
Tap it out, dude.
switch your hands up and go like this, man.
All right, you ready?
Hang on. So then it goes.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of digging this song though.
Yeah, I like this
I
a
do kind of
lot.
like it.
I love this
Oh
song.
yeah.
Put a star on that one. I might come back to that one. My old classical guitar.
Rerun stuff like this on a playlist.
It's beautiful music.
I have a playlist full
So
of
advanced.
just all kinds of score and stuff.
The Spanish and the classical guitarists are like, if you really got to pick like the best form of guitar, it's gonna be hard to beat that shit. 'Cause it's fucking complex.
Santana is one of my favorites, man.
Yeah. You like Buckethead? I like him. He just dropped another album. He's a busy motherfucker, dude.
I haven't listened to their stuff in a long time.
I don't know if I can keep up with this, but
You're gonna be fine, buddy.
we'll
You
see.
got this.
Yeah.
I believe in you.
Oh god.
Do it for the snail.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Got that, dude. That was so fast, bro.
You got
dude.
it.
It's that triple finger that.
Dude, that was insane. Yeah, I 100%
Put a star on
wanna
that.
work
Seriously, I
on that.
want
That's
to come back to
crazy. I like this.
No.
There we go.
There we go. I'll come back to that. That's sick as fuck. I'll only play it at half speed, but hell yeah.
Asterius.
It sounded like something from Pirates of the Caribbean half speed.
Yeah.
Yeah, are you guys a fan of Howard Shore?
Remind me who that is.
Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit?
Like the person who wrote all the music for that?
Yeah.
I mean, I was a Lord of the Rings fan when I was a kid.
That shit
is sick.
is good shit.
He was also
Just sit
Gollum.
there and
gone?
listen.
No.
Oh, damn, bro. I was like, that's the motherfucker, the genius.
Just like sit there and listen to Howard Shore with nothing else going on sometime. It's pretty wild.
Damn. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was Guitar Hero for real. I got off really easy. That's a first for me, and I'm really happy about it. I'll take the W. Doesn't happen often. Best solo goes to the drummer from My Best Snail, Lost in
Oh
Italy.
shit.
And
I think I don't know about that. I didn't even play the song.
That's sick. Dude.
yeah, but it was a cool solo, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Anyway, the
Heavy
purpose
bombed real fucking hard.
the purpose of the game is to show everybody you listening at home is that it does take practice. It does take a million reps to perfect a song. It doesn't matter how amazing you are as a guitarist, there's still room to grow, and there are a ton of things to learn out there, and that's why we made this game, to show people how ridiculously hard this this whole project, hobby, discipline really is what it is, and how much it takes. So when you go see your favorite bands, like My Pet Snail, you realize what has gone into that. And, yeah, you'll appreciate it a little bit more.
That was very wisely put. I loved that.
Thank you. Yeah, don't feel bad about bombs, dude. Everybody bombs.
I bombed it a lot.
I fuck everything up, dude. It sucks. But hey, it's part of the process, you know? Use it to motivate you, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Especially those times when you hit something real nice, you're like, go. Worth it, dude. I promise. Just stick in there, dude. Stick in there and stay practicing, stay guitar practicing. We have one more final game. We're going to kind of rush through it a little bit, but that's okay.
Does it make me want to take off my pants and start a mosh pit?
You'll see. Ladies and gentlemen, we are bringing back a segment that we tried out weeks and weeks and weeks ago. I couldn't tell you what episode, but it's the name of the episode, and the name of that episode was called Volcano Slingshot. This is a game that we played. We have 10 groups of 2 people in history, maybe current history, maybe past history, maybe they're just a celebrity. I don't know. We'll find out. The object of the game is decide who gets loaded into the volcano slingshot, which is a metaphorical slingshot pointed at, you guessed it, a volcano. When these people enter into the volcano, everything they did, good and bad, vanishes from history. And the winner stays free. No jail time, no nothing. You will understand when you start seeing the pairs of people that we have picked specifically for this game.
Yeah, you had to give me just a few minutes to finish making this, so can we take a quick pause?
And we're going to pause.
Yep.
Banana bread.
On a fucking Wednesday, dude.
Fucking hell yeah, dude.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Volcano Slingshot. It's time to make some decisions. And they may push your morality. Let's go to the first group.
Hell yeah, dude.
Let's start the tourney
Why is
here,
there
dude.
sushi on the fucking TV?
Don't ask
Why
questions.
not?
I cannot read that shit.
Why? Are you jealous?
All right. So, like I said, yeah, dude, I fuck with sushi hard. But your first grouping, remember, it's 2 people per group. You have to decide between both groups. Who goes in the volcano slingshot? Martin Luther King Jr. or the DC Snipers versus Mr. Rogers and Genghis Khan.
Mr. Rogers and Genghis Khan. I don't know who Mr. Rogers
hands
is.
down,
From
volcano.
the show, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
They never
Mr.
seen
Rogers,
it.
volcano.
Okay,
So him and Genghis Khan.
Get rid of Genghis Khan, we get rid of a whole lot of the human population. Like a lot of the human population.
You got to talk in the mic.
Sorry, my bad.
If we get rid of Genghis Khan, we get rid of a lot of the
Death, right?
population.
I've already decided.
Do we got to vote?
But
Who are we keeping and who's getting shot? In
Oh,
the
is it like
volcano?
that? Okay.
Yeah.
honestly,
So whoever wins this round moves on to the next round and gets one step closer to being
Okay.
slingshotted into a volcano.
No. They get one step closer to freedom. Wait, am I doing it backwards?
I think so, yeah. We only send one group to the volcano.
We only send one group to the volcano. My bad.
damn.
Who do you want to see burn?
Well, I'm gonna
Mr.
say,
Rogers.
is it like that? So I gotta say it. We say it one at a time, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna say DC Snipers and Mr. Rogers.
That's what I'm going with too.
DC Snipers is with MLK. How are you going to do that?
Yeah.
You're going to send MLK to the volcano?
Sorry about his luck.
You'd rather kill the DC Snipers versus Genghis Khan?
Well, that's
No, I'm just
Population, bro.
What do we got? What's your vote?
I'm doing the same.
I'm sending Mr. Rogers and Genghis Khan.
it's
I gotta save Mr. Rogers, bro.
it's 2v1 here. I mean, this is
It's 2v1.
Yeah.
it's 2 votes. All right. MLK moves on. All right, next round. Mother Teresa and Saddam Hussein versus Jesus and Hitler.
Who moves closer to the volcano?
Well,
I'm gonna go with.
see. Oh, you go first.
I'm gonna go with Mother Teresa and Saddam Hussein.
Need to
Or
go.
wait, hang on. Is it who goes into the volcano?
We're only sending one group to the volcano. Everyone else gets to go free.
And the ones that
the
are
one that
making
we
it to
say
the
is
last.
the one that we throw in the volcano.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the winner's getting one step closer to the volcano.
Oh, okay. So Jesus and Hitler.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want them going.
He died for our sins. He can die for the Jews too.
What are we saying? Who are we sending closer to the volcano? The eye of the storm.
Fuck Jesus and Hitler. Get out of here.
CJ?
Have any commentary?
Real fucking terror here, dudes.
Saddam Hussein was an evil son of a bitch.
See, so
But Mother Teresa, man.
honestly, I feel like I would do Mother Teresa and Saddam Hussein because I'm gonna be on the opposite of them again. But
You gotta
if you
convince
look
one of
at,
them.
I don't want to put Hitler in a positive light, but if you look at it, there was a lot of growing that came from that. You know what I mean? There was a lot of growing afterwards.
There was no
But
growing
I
with
don't want to
Saddam
put a
Hussein.
positive light on it, but I'm trying. His face. We're not anti-Semitic anymore.
We got two votes for sending Hitler toward the volcano. Is that what I'm hearing?
No minds got changed here.
Send Hitler, yeah. We'll just send Hitler.
Gotta send Hitler to the volcano.
I just do not like the thought of Saddam Hussein living on it.
No, me neither. You know, that's what makes this game so difficult.
It does.
Who we got
Let's go right
next?
back to the top. All right. MLK plus DC Snipers versus Abe Lincoln
I
and Vlad
already know.
the Impaler.
It's
MLK.
Get rid of the
Hang
DC snipers, dog.
Yeah, the DC snipers and MLK.
Yeah.
They got to go towards the volcano. But
How many kills did Vlad the Impaler have?
Fucking
Vlad the Impaler
hundreds,
just wanted to
dude.
be
How
left
many
the fuck
kills
alone.
did Saddam Hussein have in comparison to Hitler? How many deaths were responsible?
That's a valid
At least
point.
2.
Whoa. Vlad the Impaler shoved sticks up everybody's asses.
Okay, but it was the Catholic Church that was going after him.
So he's all right then.
Send MLK.
I don't fuck with the
DC
Catholic.
snipers go further to the volcano and going once, going twice.
DC snipers.
These
Sold.
snipers all day.
Okay.
I don't know anything about what that is, but I'm just saying DC.
They fucking shot a bunch of people in DC.
Oh,
they
shit.
would camp up out on the bridges and just shoot people in their cars and stuff.
That's terrible.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
bad.
it's pretty fucking trash, man.
Yeah.
Jesus and Hitler versus Stone Cold and Ed
Oh,
Gein.
god damn it.
Does everybody know who Ed Gein is?
Yes, we know who Ed Gein
We talked
is.
about him last episode. He's the man who made the belt out of human nipples.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
That
We're
seems like
sending
fun.
Stone Cold,
No, it
Steve
doesn't.
Austin,
Oh.
and Mr. Ed down there.
I'm still going with Jesus and Hitler.
Yeah, me too. I fuck with Stone Cold.
But nipple belts.
Dude, nipple belts is so much worse.
Nipple belts
Then
is
Hitler?
worse than
Hold
fucking
on. If
genocide.
somebody for real has the mental capacity to rip off somebody's
But I
nipples
still don't
and
know
make a
what
belt
tops
to wear
genocide.
it.
Okay, but do you know the kind of experiments that Hitler did to how many people?
Slayer wrote a song called Angel of Death. He has a fair
That's
point.
true. All of it's terrible. I don't.
He also
don't
gave
know.
us
I still don't know what tops
the
genocide.
reason we got to the moon.
I like his
the
thinking.
reason we got to the moon. His scientists.
That's very
But
true and
what-
very uncomfortable.
Okay, but what does that
No,
do
that's
for
straight up.
I mean,
us?
the U.S. has saved a lot
Gave
of
us
scientists
rockets.
from Germany.
Huh?
The U.S. saved a lot of scientists from Germany.
Yeah. They wouldn't have been there without Hitler.
I'm still voting against Hitler. Hitler
This
goes
is,
to the
this is
volcano.
cold facts, but
Jesus and Hitler.
yeah.
All right.
Hitler's going to
Nipple
go
belt
towards the
stays.
volcano.
Nipple belt stairs.
Dude,
Okay.
Remember, he gets absolved.
Joe Rogan and Kim Jong Un versus Chris Hansen and Wayne Gacy.
Joe Rogan.
Joe
man.
Rogan. Kim Jong Un too.
Mainly Kim Jong Un, but Joe Rogan came up first.
That was quick. All right.
Not specifically Joe Rogan.
Dude, what
but
about
Kim Jong-un.
John Wayne Gacy, the man who dressed as a fucking clown and raped kids and buried them under his house?
It was adult males that he raped. Actually,
He
not what I
killed
read.
kids.
Were you one of them?
he killed kids,
Stop.
but it was adult males that he raped and killed as well. He had a home burial as well, but that was where he grew up. That was his burial site where he grew up, and then he had another burial site that was away from his house.
Okay, so he's okay.
But Kim Jong Un can get fucked.
Okay.
This podcast is already better than Joe Rogan. Just saying.
All right. Tenacious D plus Spanish Conquistadors versus Samuel L. Jackson and ISIS.
Samuel L. Jackson and ISIS.
Versus the Conquistadors?
Oh man,
Tenacious
you know
D
what?
is the
Tenacious
shit.
D, dude. Jack Black. Well, no, never mind. We're gonna save Samuel Jackson because, yeah,
Pulp Fiction.
I think.
Hang
I'm gonna
on,
go-
man. Tenacious D really fucking stapled a lot of the comedy feel in metal, dude. Like rock
That's
and
true.
roll and
Agreed.
fucking.
but how are we gonna get rid of these motherfucking snakes on this
They fought
motherfucking
the devil,
plane?
dude.
They did fight the devil.
What did Samuel L. Jackson held up a Slurpee and said, "Fuck."
So the Conquistadors
Motherfucker.
wreaked a lot of havoc,
Say
but
what? One more time.
I don't know.
No, we're sending Tenacious D down. That's my final
Send
vote.
them down.
dude.
All right,
Down into the
let's
volcano
get them
with Jack Black.
down. Get them
No,
out of here.
I love Jack Black, but I don't like Kyle Gass.
Tenacious D is heading out.
Yeah.
Is that what's happening?
the Conquistadors.
Hang
too.
on, can we touch on the Conquistadors versus ISIS? We've been totally ignoring the very fucking
Meat
hardcore parts of this
yes,
here.
I agree.
Let's discuss this for a second.
Conquistadors killed a lot more people than ISIS.
Yes, they did.
They really
Innocent
did.
natives. Versus
Motives.
The name just
So-
sounds more intimidating than ISIS.
Fuck
I
the
mean.
Conquistadors.
Motives.
So Tenacious D and Conquistadors one step
Yeah.
closer.
Sounds good.
Yep.
Okay.
Motives of the Conquistadors.
We would have never had
Pretty
guacamole
fucking
without
atrocious.
Conquistadors. Just
All
remember
right,
that.
back up here.
I'll be okay with
MLK
that. I
plus
like
DC
guacamole, but it's
snipers
my least
versus
favorite
Jesus
dip.
and Hitler.
People suck.
Jesus
Jesus
and
and Hitler.
Jesus and Hitler.
We can't let Hitler survive.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Agreed. Okay.
Hitler's going to the volcano, along with Jesus.
God.
That direction. We're getting close to the end here. Joe Rogan, Kim Jong Un versus
Tenacious D and the
Joe
Conquistadors.
Rogan and Kim Jong Un.
What are you talking? Because here's the thing:
Kim Jong
North Korea is not a nice place to be.
And
But neither was Mexico when the Conquistadors showed up.
I'm gonna go with Joe Rogan and Kim Jong Un because Mexico is beautiful today. Just saying,
And
a lot
North
of parts
Korea.
of a lot of parts of Mexico is beautiful today.
Yeah, North Korea does suck ass.
North Korea still sucks.
been under that
Joe Rogan and
fucking
Kim
oppression for a
Jong
while.
Un.
I think
my
that was
vote.
the tiebreaker, yeah.
Oh, that's the tiebreaker.
I think that was the tiebreaker.
Joe Rogan and
We all-
Kim Jong Un.
Is it decided?
I guess so.
Decided. All right. Off we
I don't know
go.
why we had to save the Conquistadors, but fuck it.
Jesus and Hitler versus Joe Rogan and Kim Jong Un.
Well, obviously
feeling I
we're gonna
know.
go with Jesus and Hitler.
I made that one too strong.
Yeah.
What an
It's
off
too
balance
strong.
game.
It's too
Let's
strong.
see.
How far off is
Oh,
Kim Jong Un and
Hitler,
I'm gonna go with Joe Rogan and Kim Jong Un.
not far.
that's not like
Honestly,
super,
yes,
they're
because there wouldn't be a
same
lot of
general
mindfulness messages,
sense, right?
without-
It's not necessarily
Yeah,
like a
kinda.
full blown Auschwitz genocide in North Korea, but everybody's starving.
reason why I say Jesus and Hitler
Yeah.
still is
Okay.
because fuck Hitler still, and we've talked enough about that. Now Jesus, the reason why he's still going in the volcano is because you guys ignore the whole picture here. I'm over here on the whole thing. Jesus and Hitler are both going to the volcano.
Yeah.
Because religion and I'm just
It wipes it off the plate, man.
I mean, I kind of said it earlier.
I'm going with
The holy books inspire hate, despair, and drama. If your God loves you, I hope you make him wear a condom. I'm atheist by name only.
We got. I'm gonna go with Joe Rogan, Kim Jong Un going in the fire.
Same here.
Oh,
Because if you really look
Ladies
at
and
it,
gentlemen, do we have a decision?
what's your reasoning?
so my reasoning is, though you have your whole thought process, I feel like that's mainly from the churches and not people doing their own personal things. There are messages of mindfulness still, and you wouldn't have that if Jesus wasn't there.
Agreed.
Even though I'm not Christian or anything, that is still something I can
Sympathize with.
better than Joe Rogan talking about vaccines and shit on his podcast. You know what I mean?
Joe Rogan and Kim Jong Un are active problems. Jesus and Hitler.
They're kind of already gone.
Already happened. We're here.
You got some facts here. I'm going to go on the 3 with that.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, the people that are going into the volcano slingshot and get burned forever. Joe Rogan, my bad dog.
Rogan and Kim Jong.
Kim Jong Un.
I do have to say, he does have some good episodes, though.
I mean, the fact that they're still a problem really puts it into perspective for me.
That's a valid point.
The fact that we can't change the past. Remember this.
Well, you could have, but anyway, that was Volcano Slingshot.
And ladies and gentlemen, that was My Pet Snail Lost in Italy. Thank you for listening. Do you guys have any plugs?
You want to show them the single?
Yeah, can we show you our single?
Oh, yeah, dude. We'll close out with that. Anything else?
We're trying out a bassist next week, so hopefully we'll have a bassist at the next show anybody comes to see us at.
Yeah.
We're trying to get some stuff booked for the summer, so I guess if you want to book us, let us know, but we're also going to keep looking, you know what I mean? Yeah.
I'm also looking for venues that want to book with Gruesome. So hit me up.
And then the music video. If you want to be in a music video, please hit us up because we're going to be doing that relatively soon and want a bunch of people to be there and have a good time.
Hit you up where? On what?
On our Instagram, at My Pet Snail Lost in Italy.
Got it. Sick, boys.
I got Grand Unified, Gaia Union,
Shutting them out.
and yeah, keep rocking, guys. Peace.
Cornelius Jones.
Keep playing your guitars. You know where to find us.
GP
Guitar
62.
Episode 62, baby. In the fucking books.
Out. Heavy.